afternoon, New York Yankee Mania fans. How's everybody? First of all, happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it as the New York Yankees are ready to finish off their 3-game series against the A's. And hopefully it'll be a good day at the end and we can make all the moms proud. As you can see, we have Ken from The Ugly Truth with us, who's going to be doing the play-by-play with us. And we're really looking forward to we make a good tag team. We've been pretty decent, and I don't want to rock the boat. I want to rock it in the right way. So, Ken, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and glad to be here to call this rubber match for the Yankees and the A's on Mother's Day. Hopefully beautiful things happen for us, and we take this one, walk out of town with the series win, and head to Seattle to do some damage up in the Pacific Northwest.
Hope so. Well, the game is going to start in a few minutes, Ken, so I'll give the Yankee portion of the lineup, and then I'll head it to you, and you give the A's. Here we go. Ben Rice will lead off as the DH today. Aaron Judge will play right field and bat second. Batting third, Cody Bellinger. Batting fourth, Paul G. Batting fifth, Juan Dominguez. That's right. Juan Dominguez, right? For a minute there, I got a brain freeze. Anthony Volpe batting sixth and playing shortstop. Austin Wells batting seventh and catching. Batting eighth, Oswaldo Cabrera at third base, and coming up in the rear, batting ninth, Jabit Vivas. And pitching for the Yankees, Ryan Yarborough. He has a 0-0 record, 19 and a third innings, ERA 3.72, a whip of 124. He's got a little high on the walk, 9, and he's got 18 Ks. That is your New York Yankee lineup. And let's send it over to Ken for the A's lineup.
The A's lineup today is a little bit different than yesterday. Leading off is going to be Wilson, their shortstop, followed by Rooker playing the DH at the DH position. Soderstrom is going to play left field. Langeliers is going to be behind the dish, hitting cleanup. Former Yankee hand Miguel Andujar is hitting fifth and in right field. Kurtz will be playing first base. Urias will be playing second. Hitting 8 is Bidet playing center field. And Urshela will be playing third base. Pitching for the A's is former farmhand Luis Severino. So hopefully we get into that butt and get it done.
Oh, I hope so, Ken.
Want to do a shout out to CT Cards, Cold Italian Pizza, Real Bill, who have posted chats. And for those of you that are sitting behind the screen without typing, just drop a hi and let us know that you're here. Thank you for supporting the play-by-play for the rubber match of the Yankees and the Athletics. And we want to appreciate your support. Hit those likes for NY Yankees Mania. And if you haven't, please hit the subscribe. Good to see you jumping in there, Nathan. Appreciate you being here, brother.
Yes, thank you so much. And I know you were with us this morning. Thank you again, everyone, for keep coming in the morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time for, of course, coffee, bagels, and Yankee talk. And yes, for Happy Mother's Day keeps going around the chat. Thank you so much to everyone again in the chat. Again, please press the like button. Also, notification, and of course, subscribe, please. Can't stress that enough because a lot of good things are coming our way. And also to Ken's the Ugly Truth channel, definitely go there, subscribe. He's got a wonderful show every on the weekdays, and he has a show in the morning, and when he gets a chance, he's going to talk about it. So we're getting ready for the action. Go ahead, Ken, take it away.
All righty. Right now we are coming up to the stream. Luis Severino is going to be on the mound. He's 1-3 on the season with a 3.62 ERA. His first pitch to Ben Rice is a fastball inside corner for strike one. Severino sets and he fires, and the ball is hit. A line shot to the right fielder, but it is caught by Andahar to give us the first out of the game.
That was hit hard. Nice shot.
Yep. And the captain is stepping up to the plate. He is hitting .396 on the season with 14 home runs, 37 RBIs, and a 1258 OPS. Severino's first pitch is a sweeper off the plate for ball one. I suspect that that's going to be something that the captain is going to see a steady diet of this season.
Unless somebody proves otherwise ahead of him.
And Severino sets and fires, and Judge fouls off a four-seam fastball into the stands. Count is even at 1-1. Severino sets and he fires another sweeper, and Judge swings over the top of it to bring the count to 1-2. And Severino sets and he fires. The sweeper is fouled off to the right field stands, keeping the count still at 1-2.
Well, the chat's going off on the lamp again, Ken, so I guess I have to put it on.
Severino sets and he fires. The sweeper is off the plate, and it evens the count at 2-2. Good luck, Voodoo Lamp. Bring us some love.
Okay, Bill, you smile now.
Severino sets and he fires. Sinker that is off the plate. The count to the captain is now 3-2. See Jacob Pedruzzi hopping in, and appreciate you giving a shout for supporting the stream. Severino throws a sweeper that is bounced foul weakly. Count still remains 3-2. Note from Cold Italian Pizza, he's kind of liking the lineup. Severino steps onto the rubber. He sets. And he fires, and Judge fouls the ball off down the third baseline. So we will still keep the count at 3-2. Keep bringing up the pitch count, baby. I want to see it.
Hey,
see Sean Browning hopping into the stream. Thank you for being here, brother. And Severino sets and fires the sweeper, and Judge swings over the top of it to be the first strikeout of the game for Severino. There are 2 outs. And Severino fires the first pitch into Bellinger. It's a cutter that's ball one. Count is 1-0. We're in the top of the first. There are no runners on and 2 outs. And Severino fires a fastball that clips the inside corner of the plate and evens the count at 1-1. Severino is pitching rapid fire suggestion or successions. He fires a sweeper that's off the plate, and the is outside for 2-1. Severino fires, and the ball is up and out of the strike zone. The count is now 3-1. Severino sets, and he fires, and Bellinger flies, lazy can of corn to left field. Soderstrom camps under it, and he records the third out of the inning. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. A's are coming up to hit next.
Shout out to Dev Finch. How you doing, Dev? How's everything going? Thanks for joining us. Kind of a yucky top of the first, but hopefully, a couple of decent hits out to the outfield. But let's hope they show more. We have to show Severino that we have more than 2 hitters in the lineup. Scoreboard update, guys. The Red Sox in the bottom of the 8th are leading the Royals 3-1. The Twins lead the Giants 5-4. Texas leads the Tigers 6-0. The Brewers 3-2 on Tampa Bay mid-7th. The Atlanta Braves just came up with 3 runs, and they just tied the Pirates 3-3. Houston Astros 6-0 on the Reds mid-7th. The White Sox 4-1 over the Marlins. And the Rockies 6-1 over the Padres. 0-0 Orioles Angels, Blue Jays Mariners, and the Dodgers Diamondbacks. It will start in a few minutes.
And we are back to the live action. Ryan Yarbrough is our starting pitcher today. He is donut and donut with a 3.72 ERA. He has an opponent batting average against him of 214. Not bad. He's got a good pitch mix and tends to have a lot of soft contact. So that's a beautiful thing against a power hitting team like the Athletics today. And Wilson steps up. Yarbrough fires a sinker and catches the outside corner for strike 1. Wilson is hitting .358 on the season with 3 home runs, 22 RBIs, and an .836 OPS. Yarbrough sets and he fires. The ball is hit lazily to left field, and Jason Dominguez catches the ball to record the first out of the inning for the New York Yankees. And Brett Rooker steps up to the plate. Yarbrough sets. He fires a lazy sweeper that misses the outside corner of the plate for ball 1. Yarbrough sets and he fires a second pitch. It is called a ball, but it catches the inside corner. But the count is now 2-0. Yarbrough sets and fires. Gets the call for strike 1. The count is 2-1. I think that was a payback call because that one wasn't in the strike zone and he got the call.
You're right about that.
And Yarbrough sets and fires. Changeup is called. Strike 2. Count is even at 2-2. Yarbrough sets and he fires. The ball is chopped back to Yarbrough. He handles it and underhands it to Goldie at first to record the second out of the inning. Looks like the weather is 76 degrees and gusty. in Sacramento this afternoon. And Tyler Soderstrom is stepping up to the plate. He's hitting .288 on the season with 9 home runs, 27 RBIs, and has a .859 OBS. The ball is grounded weakly to Yorbit Vivas, and he fires to first to require to the make the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, and no errors. Heading to the top of the second, I will hand this one off to you, Joe.
Okie doke. Thank you, Ken. Good job. Bill's at it again. Ken, you sound great today. The cockling is paying off. Oh yeah, he had enough yesterday, guys. Everything is cool now on his stream. Don't worry. Everything is good. So coming up to the plate for the Yankees, Paul G, Dominguez, and Anthony Volpe. It should have been Wells ahead of Volpe, Cabrera ahead of Volpe, but hot heads the Yankees are. Hot heads.
I appreciate your comment there, Dithin. The Yes Network is a great place, but I don't think that they could take the F-bomb when I'm pissed. So I would get canned right off the bat.
I hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday afternoon, and maybe you're in the middle of you had your first plate, you're waiting for the second plate or dessert with coffee, maybe a nice thing of espresso. So sit back and relax, and we will keep you company all the way to hopefully the end of the game and a big Yankee win. So we're still in commercial break. We're getting there. Right now they're talking to Severino on facing the Yankees for the first time ever, actually. And we'll see how things develop here. But we are in the top of the second inning, and our boy is up, Paul G. Severino gets ready. Paul G, 340, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. He sets. And here comes the first pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left field. It's going to go between the outfielders all the way to the wall. And it's stuck underneath again. Of course, already a weird play. And he's got to go back to second base. No, he's on third, but he's got to go to second base. So it's a double and stoppage of play because it went up. You know, you would think they would fill those holes somehow, but they just leave them open. The rest of the outfield is closed, but that's got to be open. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes real sense, guys. Now the umpires are conferring, but there's no way they're going to leave him on third. Absolutely no way. Well, they're gonna actually call New York for a replay, but you know, if they put everything in all together, Ken, with Paul's speed, he would have never made third base.
Yep.
You know, he would have definitely not made
The ball is exposed, so he threw it up there to keep Paul G at second. I think he's going to get awarded third base on the play.
No, he didn't do anything. He did exactly what the Yankees.
But it's sticking out. Can you see the ball sticking out? It's not under the gate. Like yesterday when Grisham made the dive, that got jammed under that padding.
Oh, he's going back to second. I know.
All right.
He's definitely going back to second. No,
I think that guy in New York needs to get his teeth kicked in. Blind bat.
Let me make one call to Mr. Soprano, and we'll get it going. No, just kidding.
Sleeping with the fishes.
Jason Dominguez is coming up, and he's now up. He's got his batting average up to 243 after those 3 homers. Outside for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes, 243, 5 home runs, 19 RBIs, and OPS of 786. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Dominguez. The set, the pitch, Check swing. It's in the dirt. It gets away. So he's on third base no matter what. So we got our wish. Man on third. Let's see. Are they holding up the check swing or are we going to 1-1? It looks like they're holding it up. Yes. It's 2-0, runner on third. So now the question is, everybody in the chat, can we get this runner home? Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And swung on and missed. Wow, that air was really flying through Sacramento to New York. Holy cow, I felt it. My hat almost fell off. It is 2 balls and a strike to Dominguez. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike to Dominguez. And, of course, Mr. Volpe is up next, guys. Of course, in a clutch situation, as usual. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. It's up high, ball 4. So the Yankees have runners on first and third, nobody out, and Anthony Volpe is up. Hey, fans, everybody in the chat, what is Volpe going to do? Let's hear it. Hurry up. You got 1 second. Let's go. He's batting .230, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Severino sets, takes a look a little bit at first base, actually, and here comes the pitch. And it's just a bit outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strike. CT Cards is saying a sacrifice fly would be nice. Cold Italian Pizza, sacrifice fly. Volpe will bunt. I'm not sure of that. Here comes the pitch. Outside again. 2 balls and no strikes.
My personal bet is Volpe is going to walk.
Okay. Checks. Of course, the pink back for his mom and his aunts. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball through the hole of second and short and third. And the Yankees lead 1-0. Hey, Volpe came through, guys. He's doing it for mom because he knows the chicken palm is waiting at home. Oh, wow. About time. He actually got a hit in the clutch. So it's now first.
So is he Volpe or is he Dopey?
No, he's Volpe. Let's not say Dopey because his dad might be listening. Hi, Dad. Here comes the first pitch to Austin Wells, and he fouls it behind home plate for strike 1. Wells is batting .211. Can't get out of, he's just over the Mendoza line. 7 home runs. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Let's see if maybe they'll have the runners moving. They have 2 speedsters on, but they're not. Swung on and missed. 0-2 on Austin Wells. That's the danger with Wells, the strikeouts, the swings and misses. He's not, he's got a lot of swing and misses. It seems like he has a hole in that bat. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's lined up the middle, a base hit. I got to keep saying these things. And here, they hold Dominguez at third base. My God. Now you have the bases loaded and nobody out. He could have scored on that, Ken. He definitely could have scored on that. He is being so safe, our third base coach, it's ridiculous. I guess, because there's nobody out. But he took that. He took that right out from the corner, and he hit it right up the middle. So now the bases are loaded and nobody out. Here comes Cabrera. Swing and a miss. 0-1. So, guys, can we score these runs or what? What do you think? What are the odds? Yeah, Sean Browning says they always listen to me, especially when I get mad. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, way up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Yankees are leading 1-0, everyone. We're in the top of the second, and Oswaldo Cabrera is up at the plate. Yep, Volpe's at second. Dominguez is at third. And here we go. Here comes the pitch, way up high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Cabrera. So hopefully he got to hit the ball and try to hit it on the left side or at least I would love a bunt, but they'll never do that. You're not going to do that, obviously, with the bases loaded and nobody out, but people would want it. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, down low. 3 balls and a strike. There's all the ducks on the pond, baby. Keep the train running. Keep it going around and around and around. Let's go. Let's go. It's 3 balls and a strike to Oswaldo Cabrera. The set, the pitch, ball 4. And he walks in a run, and the Yankees are now leading 2-0, baby. 2-0. All right, if they're not going to hit the ball, then get on walks. Couldn't happen to a better pitcher. Come on, guys. Let's get a 7 spot up here. What do you think? There's a little break in the action because the pitching coach just came out. So, Ken, what do you think about Vivas coming up now in the clutch?
Kid is on top of the pitches constantly, doesn't look outmatched. Severino has a 280 batting average against him. I think the kid can tag him.
Oh, NSR Rush. He likes his Oswaldo Cabrera. Well, hats off, man. He definitely did his job. Now Vivas, it would be great to get a nice triple down the right field line. Here's the first pitch, up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Remember, everyone, it's bases loaded. Vivas, in limited time, he's batting 200, and he has 2 RBIs. Here comes the pitch. Swung on in line, foul down the third base line. It's 1-1. He always gets a nice swing on that, on his pitches, and he's right on it. This guy is a ball player. He just needs time, and he needs to develop, and hopefully somehow he'll stay with the Yankees. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, up high, 2 balls and a strike, and Ken, you're getting your wish. The pitch count is up to 36, and there's nobody out yet here in the second inning. So the 2-1 pitch, he sets, he delivers, it just inside. That could have gone either way, Ken. That was close. 3 balls and a strike. It's so close that Yes Network isn't even showing it. And you know them, they'll show a replay about 19 times. So here comes the 3-1 pitch, and it's up the middle. He's only got 1 play. He throws the first, and he gets Vivas. The run scores 3-0, second and third. So that's like a bunt. That was a very, very good at-bat, Ken. Very, very good at-bat.
Situational hitting, putting the ball in play. Can't complain.
Yeah, really. And we got to take advantage of the second and third, everyone. Ben Rice, again, he lined out in the first inning. He's batting .256 with 8 homers. Here's the first pitch. Pop foul behind home plate. There's always a pitch that, Ben Rice just goes up there cutting and slashing. He really does. So it's 0-1, second and third, and 1 out here in the top of the second. Here comes the pitch. That was a little high, but he called it a strike. That was not a strike, folks. No way in heck was that a strike. They gave that one to Severino. Absolutely. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, just almost nicked him. We could have taken one for the team at no balls and 2 strikes. So now we're 1-2. And everybody in the chat's going, let's go, let's go. So come on, guys. Listen to the chat over here. They know what they're talking about. Come on, Rice. Oh, he just got hit. And the bases are loaded for Captain Jack. Captain Jack is coming up, baby. The bases are loaded and 1 out. Whoa, 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 whoa. You got to do it for Mom, baby. You got to really hit one now. Wait for your pitch, Judge, and just kill it. Absolutely kill it. Severino now at, let's see. Wow, the first inning, 16 pitches. The second inning, 26. Here comes the pitch. Right down Broadway, strike 1. Judge is batting a mere .393, 14 homers, 37 RBIs, His OPS is a ridiculous 1,250. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Judge with the bases loaded. Line drive base hit to right field. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and the Yankees now lead 5-0. That boy. Do it for mom, baby. Do it for mom. And the Yankees lead 5-0. 2 more RBIs for Aaron Judge. And before you know it, he's going to have 50. God willing, everything keeps going well. That was a nice shot. I think Severino's day is going to be over any minute now. And that's what he gets for saying the Yankees only have 2 hitters. And Bellinger's up. The pitch is foul behind home plate, and it's 0-1. So first and second, warming up is Spence in the bullpen. Well, just come in because this game is going to be over when Bellinger just screams one now. Here comes the pitch. Just a bit inside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Bellinger's got the average up to 222. 5 homers. He's got 20 RBIs, so he is getting the RBIs done. Here comes the pitch. Down low. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, do I love calling a game where we score and we do everything the way we're supposed to, the way the Yankees, the way they should be doing to be a championship club again. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Bellinger's ready, and it's grounded foul to first base. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 men on, 5 big ones up on the scoreboard for the Yankees. Judge is on first, and Mr. Rice is on second. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Line to right. Oh, right at the second baseman. He makes the catch, but no other play. So it's 2 out. That was hit on the nose. That, if he would have lifted that can, it would have been 8-0. Paul G. My boy's up again, guys. Paul G. He's 1 for 1 in this inning. So this is the 10th time the Yankees have scored 5 runs or more in an inning. The first pitch is up high for a ball. Yeah, that was a good catch, CT. I hope everybody's happy, and this one's for you, all the moms out there. Here comes the 1-1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and it's swung on and fouled behind home plate. So we'll do it again. It's 1-1 to 51 pitches, folks, for Severino. This is number 52. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Paul G. Up high, 2 balls and a strike. Severino was wavering, and I just hope that he remembers that there's more than 2 hitters in this lineup. I'm not going to let him live that down. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to right field, and the right fielder gets right under it, and Andujar makes the catch. Man, I'll tell you, he definitely always hits the ball on the nose. Anyway, 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors in the inning, and the Yankees at the end of 1.5 lead 5-0. Ken, I love to call an inning like that. It is awesome.
Indeed it is.
Let's see what's going on in the chat, man. CT Cards is very happy. Well, I'll take 5 runs. Well, I would hope so. That's only a start. Remember, I honestly don't think Severino's going to come out for the third. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think he's coming out for the third, but if he gets into trouble again, Captain Hook is going to come get him.
Ken, we don't realize, but I mean, at least in the regular season, have you ever, now, not even talk as a Yankee fan, but watching Aaron Judge every day, I mean, isn't it, it's just amazing. Listen, Soto's good, and so is Ohtani, but I'm sorry, but Aaron Judge right now is the best player in baseball, hands down.
Honestly, Joe, I've been following the game for over 50 years, and I've never seen anything like it. And when Judge's numbers are compared to the greats like Mantle, DiMaggio, Gehrig, and Ruth, bitchin' Yankee fans should appreciate seeing this team perform.
Yeah, and it's like Mariano Rivera. It's just like Mariano Rivera. So a quick update on the scores, everyone. The Red Sox and the Royals in the bottom of the ninth. The Royals have first and second and 2 outs and still trailing 3-1. The Astros are ahead of the Cincinnati Reds 6-0. The White Sox are ahead of the Marlins 4-2, and the Rockies still lead the Padres 6-1 in the 6th. And we're back with the game. Lagares is up, and the first pitch by Yarborough is right down Broadway for strike 1. Bottom of the second inning, the Yankees lead 5-0. Shea is batting .248 with 8 homers and 22 RBIs. He is a nice little player for this team. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Pop foul between home and first. It's 0-2. 10 pitches now for Yarborough. And he looks a lot smoother, Ken, than he did last Sunday in that spot start. He looks a lot more relaxed. And I think I just think that he's more stretched out now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sets and delivers a little bit high. 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the second inning. Waiting on deck is old friend Miguel Andujar, who will come to the plate next. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Pie again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's funny. Every time I see 33, the first person that comes to mind is David Wells. How about you? Or Nick Swisher. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's popped up. Center field coming in, and it drops. It drops in front of Bellinger. This guy is a very, very good ball player, folks. He really is a good ball. They do have a good hitting team. They are sneaky. And that's why they're like 4 games over 500. They are a good team. But we've got to shut them down here, guys. We can't give them any runs. And here's old. I
want to give a shout out to Jonathan jumping into the stream. Welcome, brother. Appreciate your support.
Hey, Jonathan. Here comes the first pitch to Miguel Andujar. And it's outside, 1 ball and no strikes. So Andujar is always up there in that batting .305, 2 homers, 15 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Sets, delivers. It's a ground ball to short. Volpe to Vivas, over to Paul G. A double dip. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Exactly what I wanted, what I called for. And that was excellent. Nice double play combination there. 2 outs and nobody on now. Big, nice double play. Nice double play. Nick Verts is up 286, no homers, 5 RBIs. Here's the big boy that Ken always says he's a big boy. He reminds me of Jason Giambi as an A. Comes the pitch. It's a bit outside. 1 ball and no strikes here in the bottom of the second inning. Remember, everyone, starting tomorrow, the Yankees will be playing the Seattle Mariners again overnight, and we'll discuss that a little bit later on. But here comes the pitch. Right down Broadway, baby. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yarborough, his average fastball velocity this season is 86.4, and it's the 3rd slowest in the MLB. Here comes the pitch. It's a ground ball right back to Yarborough. He bobbles it, picks it up, throws to Paul G, and the inning is over. So at the end of 2, the Yankees lead 5-0 with Dominguez leading off, and we're going to send it off to Ken.
Yeah, I think the pitch count for Yarborough is only at 15, 16 pitches right now. Okay, CT's got it at 17. So he is well under 20. And he keeps pitching like this, we'll see 5 out of him for sure.
Oh, yeah. No question about it. Absolutely.
Would be a nice day to give the bullpen a bit of a break after getting their heads cracked yesterday. especially we got Seattle coming up, starting tomorrow.
Yeah, with that pitching staff. As a final, folks, the Red Sox defeated Kansas City Royals 3-1. So the best we could do is stay 2 games up, and that's not the worst thing in the world as long as we win our game and stay focused. Do we have a pitching matchup yet for tomorrow, Ken?
I haven't looked at it yet.
Clark Smith against Hancock. He has a 5.70 with Clark Smith at 4.79 for tomorrow night, and it starts at 9:40.
Yeah.
Wow, Ken and Joe are awesome broadcast team. Thanks, Real Bill. That's
for those of you that are out there listening. I plan on doing the play-by-play for tomorrow's late night games. Stop by, say hey. Love calling the play-by-plays. Hope you guys enjoy it. Some people at least do. And we'll definitely be there if Joe's available. Love to have him on.
Thank you, Ken. I mean, I think we're the Phil Rizzuto and Frank Messer of modern day era.
And Dominguez takes the first pitch, and it's shot into right field for a leadoff single.
He's got to go for 2 on that, but he didn't. That velocity must have been pretty wild too. He hit that hard. Well, it looks like Ken unfortunately has frozen, so I will bring him down for a minute. Let's see what's going on until he gives me the okay, and I'll bring him back. So Anthony Volpe is up with 1 ball, no strike count, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. It looks like we got Ken back. Okay, Ken, go ahead.
Volpe had a hit in the second inning, and he scored a run. Severino still seems like he's struggling, and they may very well not survive this inning. Severino sets, and he fires. The ball is called strike. Nice sinker on the inside corner. Severino sets, and he fires, and Volpe hits a shot to the right fielder, a line job to Andujar, and he catches the ball and shoots it back in the infield. Volpe is retired.
Well, at least he went the opposite way, and it was hit hard. You know, Ken, that might be Andujar's niche. Maybe play right field. He looks comfortable out there.
Yep. And Wells takes a first pitch down low, sinker, count is 0-1. Wells singled in the second inning, and he also scored. Severino sets and fires. Wells swings through the pitch, and the count is now 0-2. Severino's walking around the back of the mound. He's picking up the rosin bag. Severino sets and fires. Dominguez takes off, but Wells fouls the ball back to the backstop. Count remains 0-2, and Dominguez is going to have to carry that butt all the way back to first.
I give Dominguez a lot of credit, man. He learned English really fast.
Yeah.
You know, when you want to do it, you can do it.
All right, and Wells back in the box. Severino sets and he fires, and Wells swings and misses for out number 2.
So people, what you eating?
What's a day without Wells striking out? A little note on DJ LeMahieu. He could be activated tomorrow. He went 1 for 4 today in Scranton, played all 9 innings at second base. So
And Severino fires the first pitch into Cabrera for strike 1. Oswaldo walked in the first, had an RBI in the second, and scored a run. Severino sets, and he fires. The ball is inside, bringing the count to 1-1. And Sevy sets. He fires, and Cabrera fires a shot into the gap, left center. Soderstrom cuts it out, and Dominguez is coming around the plate. He's getting waved, and he makes it in, and he's safe. Jason came from first to score, and Cabrera is at second. Should be a single and advance to second on the throw.
And maybe that's the knockout of Severino.
I will tell you what, man. You just don't look at Dominguez and see speedster, but he put it on.
Oh, he's got speed. What's a stream without that phone call, Ken?
Yeah, no shit. Severino faces Vivas, and Vivas takes the first pitch up high for a strike. Little sweeper that came back over the top corner. And the second pitch is thrown. It's outside, catches the corner for strike 2. Vivas grounded out in the second. He is currently hitting 188 on the season, no home runs, 3 RBIs, and a 566 OPS. Sevy sets, and he fires. The ball is up, bringing the count to 1-2. We are in the top of the third. The Yankees lead 6-0. And Vivas hits another grounder to the second baseman, and it's fired, and he gets him just in time to retire the side.
It was a good play up the middle.
So the Yankees get another run on 2 hits. Urias, Bidet, and Urshela will bat in the bottom of the third. So thus far, we've seen 6 up and 6 down from Yarborough. Pitch count is looking real good today.
Yes, it is. Those 2 very, very grueling good innings. And hopefully just Yarborough keep mowing them down. And, you know, I'm pretty sure we'll probably see Devin Williams pitch an inning or 2 today. Hopefully we won't have to go to the closer. Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
You know, the thing that I like, Joe, is Vivas legged it out of the box and he hustled all the way to the damn bag. Made the play close.
Yep.
But if we're back in Robinson Cano days, that dude is barely out of the box when he's thrown out.
I'm surprised you didn't say Gleyber Torres.
Well, Gleyber had his moments.
Yes, no question. You know, it was funny, Ken. If you look back in the past, Gleyber was always great on a Sunday. You know, I don't know if you noticed or not, but he did his best hitting on a Sunday. I don't know why. He won games in the extra innings. I know of at least 6 that he did really, really good on a Sunday. It was a Sunday player for some reason. Crazy, but, you know, you take a look at these things. Now, Dominguez is fast. There's no question about it.
And Yarborough's back on the bump. Urias is up, and he fires his first pitch for called strike one. He catches the outside corner with a nice little cutter. Urias is hitting .256 with 6 home runs, 10 RBIs, and an .828 OPS. He hit a home run yesterday. Yarborough's second pitch is down and in the dirt. Change up low. And Yarborough sets and he fires. Catches the outside corner. Call strike 2. It's 1-2. The umpire is calling some high strikes today because I don't really think that one was in the zone.
He probably wants to go to dinner too.
Yarborough sets and he comes through. Pitches a little bit inside. 76-mile-an-hour changeup for ball 2. Count is now 2-2. We're in the bottom of the third. Yankees lead 6-0. There are no runners on, nobody out, and a 2-2 count to Urias. And the pitch is popped up behind home plate. It's going to make the stands. And the count still holds at 2-2. The exit velocity on balls hit off of Yarborough is a mere 24.5 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yarborough sets, and the ball is just outside, taking the count full. 3-2. And Yarborough sets and fires. The ball is hit up in the air. It's popped up, and the umpire is in front interfering with Wells, but Wells manages to get under the ball and catch it to record the first out of the inning.
You know,
Blue, if the damn catcher's taking his mask off, get the hell out of the way and observe the play. Don't block him.
Exactly. I never understood why Wells doesn't throw the mask away. I mean, I would think it would bother him, but obviously it doesn't.
Yarborough sets and he fires a sweeper that catches the inside corner to Bidet for call, strike 1. Bidet is hitting .215 on the season, 4 home runs, and 15 RBIs. Second pitch is in off the plate to even the count at 1-1. Yarborough sets and he fires. Ball is outside once again, bringing the count to 2-1. And Yarborough sets and fires, and the ball is inside. Count is now 3-1. We have 1 out with no runners on. Yarborough's taking a pause. He stepped off the rubber. They're showing a picture of the flags. They seem to be blowing straight away. Yarborough sets. The ball is hit. It's high fly to center field. And Bellinger comes in and makes the catch to record the second out of the inning. Ryan Yarborough's pitch count with 2 outs in the bottom of the third is 30 pitches. In good shape. Former Yankee Gio Urshela has come up to bat. He's hitting .227 on the season. No home runs, 12 RBIs, and a .621 OPS. And Yarborough sets. And he fires. First ball is in. A nice sinker for call, strike 1. And Urshela keeps looking back at the umpire like he's going to change the call. Don't know why. Get his butt back in the box and let's get going. It's time to dance, baby. Yarborough sets and he fires, and the ball is just a bit outside to even the count at 1-1. He seems to be missing the mark with the changeups today. Maybe the wind is blowing that soft thrown stuff. And another changeup. This time, Gio swings over the top and is laying on the ground down to a knee and tried to swing out of his shoes and missed it completely. And people wanted to bring Gio back. Forget that. Urshela is back in the box. Yarborough is set. The count is 1-2. And the pitch is in, and Urshela fouls it off down the first base line. The ball boy catches it and is now flipping a souvenir to the fans. Like I said before, it's 6-0 Yankees. We're in the bottom of the third, leading with no runners on, 1-2 count, and 2 outs. And the pitch is a sinker that's up and out of the strike zone, evening the count up at 2-2. Yarborough once again sets and misses just a little high and outside with his cutter, bringing the count full. It is now 3-2. Yarborough is 36 pitches into this game. Liking the pitch count. Yarborough sets and he fires, and Urshela fouls this one off. Comes a souvenir for another lucky fan out there in Sacramento. And Yarborough fires a pitch that's up and away, and he loses Urshela to a walk. He walks the 9-hole hitter, and generally for the Yankees, that's not a good thing.
Nope, not at all.
And Wilson is coming up to the bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a line out in the first inning. Was hoping that Urshela could have managed to pop up or strike out or something, and that would have given Yarborough the minimum through 3. Yarborough now sets and he fires. Ball is called a strike, a nice sinker up high on the outside corner.
He sets up Jacob Wilson like Connie Lansford.
Yep. And Yarborough sets and gets the call for strike 2. That one was definitely not in the strike zone, but it appears the umpire is giving him the outside corner call. Count is 0-2. We have a runner at first with 2 outs. Yarborough sets and check swing. He swings through it, so that is a strikeout. And the side is retired. We're heading to the top of the 4th. The Yankees lead 6-0. And I will hand this one off to Joe.
Thanks, Ken. And shout out to the chat, everyone. Anybody that's in that's not talking, I know you're out there, but at least press the like button, notification, subscribe if you're liking the content. And we're here to entertain you a little bit and just part of your Mother's Day. And we really appreciate you taking some time with us to watch the Yankee game on TV and listen and watch us here on the stream. Just a quick note: at the end of the game, we will have a short post-game show just to go over everything, and then we will have coffee and bagels tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and then go from there as far as the streaming the Yankees game against the Mariners tomorrow night on Ken the Ugly Truths channel. But we'll have way more on that later on and tomorrow morning. So don't forget to come and join us at 8 a.m. I'll have my coffee. You bring your coffee, and we'll discuss everything that happens today and what's going on for tomorrow. Maybe we'll get some DJ LeMahieu news that we can talk about, and then go over some scenarios. And if the Yankees released anyone or traded someone, we'll see what happens. So we have a lot to discuss in this road trip before the big weekend series that I'm sure everybody's going to go nuts in the New York area.
A note from Jonathan down there. He says that Yarborough could go 6. If he keeps pitching like that, he could definitely go 6.
Yeah, and you got to really consider, in case for him to be either the spot starter or bring him into the rotation. Well, Severino is still in there. We're in the top of the 4th. He's thrown 69 pitches. And Ben Rice is the first batter. The first pitch, little bit up high, 1 ball and no strike. Ben Rice is 0 for 1, and he was hit by a pitch. He has those 8 homers. Here comes the pitch. Now a little bit outside. It's 2-0. 2-0 on Rice. And 71 pitches now for Mr. Severino as we start the inning. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That's a strike. That's inside corner, 2 balls and a strike on a sinker. And again, Ben Rice moves into the plate. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. And Jacob is right there, throws the first, and 1 man down here in the bottom of the 4th. Wilson, as I said, I believe that Wilson is their best player. I know Rook is very, very good, but I think Wilson is the cheese of this team. Mr. Aaron Judge, 2 RBIs. He's got 39 now for the year. He steps in. Here comes the pitch. Foul behind home plate. 0-1. We got to check the stats last year when Aaron Judge had 39 RBIs. Here comes the pitch. Down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. He wants the plate umpire to take a look at the ball, and he changes the ball. So I guess Aaron Judge saw something there. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Wow, that was close. Usually they call a strike on Aaron Judge on that one. That was close, folks. 2 balls and a strike on Judge. Here comes the set, and Severino ready. And the 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Judge looked a little bit like, what did I do there? He chased an outside pitch, and it's 2-2. So here we go. Now Severino steps off, a little bit of rosin. Judge does his patented, goes to the dirt, picks it up, throws it. And I guess that's a ritual that he has, maybe a superstition. But here we go. Now we're ready. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and line, a base hit. It's actually in the gap. Well, Judge going for 2. He is in there. And another double for Judge. Another multi-hit game. The man is amazing. What we're watching is amazing. He just cracked. He cracked that ball, and he hits it all over the field. All over the field. Listen, you can have your superstars and this and that, but this guy, regular season, is just unreal. Cody Bellinger is up. He's 0 for 2. And here comes the first pitch. Line down the right field line. Foul. And it's 0-1. A fly out and a line out. So he's hit a couple of decent liners just where they are. So he needs to hit one where they're not. No balls and a strike to Bellinger as Judge leads off second here in the top of the 4th. The 0-1 pitch, grounded, foul, 0-2. So we're at 0-2 here in the top of the 4th. Amazing Mr. Judge on second base with only 1 out. It would be nice for Bellinger to tag one now. That would be great. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to center field, and it is caught. Judge stays at second base. So 2 outs. Again, Bellinger hits it right on the nose. The one thing we notice about Bellinger, folks, is, if they have a man on third, and he always hits those long fly balls to the outfield. So we would be getting sacrifice flies, but unfortunately, Judge was only on second. But Bellinger, sooner or later, going to find those holes. And here's our man, Paul G., who's 1 for 2. He takes call strike one right down Broadway. 0-1. Paul G. steps out. He steps in. And the 0-1 pitch is a little tip, a foul tip that went off of the catcher, and the umpire is going to give him a little breathing room to mask this off. Ken, does anything surprise you with Aaron Judge anymore?
No, like I said, I imagine if I was to take an imagination trip, I think that he hits to all fields like Ted Williams used to.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no question about it.
I've never seen a player in my lifetime that can do it.
Right. Well, here comes the 1-1 pitch with Judge on second and 2 outs here in the top of the fourth, and it's low. A sweeper, 2-1 at 86 miles an hour. Severino now here with 3 2/3. He has 84 pitches. So the 2-1 pitch coming to Paul G. Ground ball is short. He fires, and the inning is over. So no runs on one hit, and we're going to the bottom of the fourth. The Yankees lead 6-0. Folks, we will take a little break. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and not ready yet. We're still in a commercial break. So, Ken, after the stream, going to celebrate a little bit with the family.
Of course.
Like I am. Getting ready for that nice either chicken parm or a nice eggplant parm for later. And really looking forward to a really nice espresso, which I love making. Well, we're going to the bottom of the fourth. Brent Rooker is up. He's their leader, power numbers, and he's a big deal. So here comes the pitch by Yarborough, right down Broadway. 0-1. Again in the bottom of the fourth. He grounded out in the first inning. He's batting .252, but he's got 10 dingers. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And it is a check swing, a check at first base, no dice. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Rooker. I'll tell you, I mean, no matter what, the Athletics are a very, very a good team, a decent team that they put out there every day. Here comes a 1-1 pitch, and it's a little outside. 2 balls and a strike, 79 miles an hour sweeper. 44 pitches for Yarborough. He checks, he looks, and here comes the pitch. What a sweeper that was. 70 miles an hour, 2 balls and 2 strikes, right down Broadway. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Rooker, and he delivers. a little bit high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yarborough was not happy with himself on that. Come after him. You're up by 6 runs, man. Just come after them. Here comes the 3-2 pitch here in the bottom of the 4th inning. He winds, he sets, he delivers. Ground ball to, between Volpe and Cabrera. They actually bumped into each other. You need better communication than that. And Cabrera moved all the way to his left, and he blocked Volpe. If he would have left it alone, Volpe would have had a chance because Rooker's not that fast. So I would say, obviously that's going to be a hit. And let's not fall asleep on defense now, guys. Soderstrom is up now. He's 0 for 1. And here comes the first pitch, the set, the look. And it's lined to left field, and that's a base hit. So now we have first and second and nobody out. Well, we got to stop them right here, folks. It's the bottom of the 4th and nobody out in first and second. Pesky A's team. So I have a feeling the Yanks are going to start warming someone up. You can't fool around with this lead. And here comes another pest in the lineup, Shea Lillengrasser. He is a real good hitter from the right side. And here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Now that definitely helps. Pop up to center field. Bellinger settles under it, makes the catch. Wow, Rooker's going to third, and he makes it. Wow, first and third and 1 out. Heads up base running. I was very surprised. I wasn't hit too far, but I guess because Bellinger was moving more towards right field, Rooker felt that he had a chance. So he made it. Good decision on his part. First and
Rooker's
third,
incredibly fast.
Yeah, for a big guy, for sure. First and third and 1 out, and Mr. Miguel Andujar is up. He hit into a double play in the second inning, so maybe he'll do it again. Here comes the first pitch. Up high, 1 ball and no strikes on a cutter. It was 84 miles an hour. So Yarborough has it. Here we go. Sets, delivers, first and third, and 1 out. It'd be a nice ground ball. And it's a pop-up to center field. It might fall, and it will fall. And it's now 6-1. So that's a seeing eye single for Miguel Andujar. And we're at 6-1 now, guys. Not good. We got to get out of this inning. That's it. That's all we can afford to give them. It was a pop-up perfectly. There was no way the center fielder can get it. No way Vivas can get it. No way Volpe can get it. And Miguel Andujar has done a little damage against us. So it's 6-1. Bottom of the 4th, 1 man out. And Mr. Ken's big guy is up. And it looked like the runner from second was going a big swing and a miss to Nick Krutz. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out in the second. So let's stop it right here. Let's hope. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Krantz, here we go. Ground ball. Oh, nice play by Vivas. He's got 1 play. Nice play. He gets him at first. He stopped it from going to right field. Excellent play. And hopefully he's okay. He's coming up, wincing a little bit. Now it's second and third and 2 outs. But that was it. That was saving play. That definitely saved the run. Nice play. He got up on his feet, and he threw the runner out at first. Excellent play. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and it is second and third. And let's get out of this. Okay, here's a break in the action. Let's see what they're going to do. And they're going to give him one more. They're going to give him another batter, folks. So hopefully it's the right decision. I know definitely Ken likes that decision. He wants him to go at least another inning. And Luis Arribas is up. He fouled out his first time up. Second and third, 2 men out. The Yankees are leading 6-1. And really, it would be great to get this to end the inning right here. The pitch is hit deep to left field, but foul. 0-1. The count. He had him off stride, and he really put a charge into it, but it was foul. So it's 0-1. We have 2 outs, and the set, and the pitch. And here we go. And it's a little high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch count getting up a little bit on Yarborough. He now has 55 pitches in 3 and 2/3 innings. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. A little bit low, 2 balls and no strikes. He's thinking about it. He's on the mound there. And gets together with Austin Wells on a sign, and now he steps off. So a little break in the action, and we start all over again on a 2-1 pitch by Yarborough. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. Set the pitch, popped up, foul behind home plate and into the stands. Having a nice time trying to find that ball, and somebody just did. So somebody's going to go home very, very happy tonight. The Yarborough is hopefully 1 pitch away from ending the inning. Leday is up next. He's 0-for-1. We don't want him coming up, even though he's a left-handed hitter. So here's the 2-2 pitch. The set. Looks in at Wells. And here's the pitch. Little bit low, 3-2. I mean, wow. Really, really. That could have gone either way, but he gave it to the hitter. So it's all the way around, folks. 3 balls and 2 strikes, second and third, 2 outs, 6-1 Yankee lead. We have to stop them right here. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it is a high pop-up to right field. Aaron Judge is under it, and he makes the catch, and that's the end of the 4th inning. So overall, not too bad, only 1 run. So at the end of 4, the Yankees lead the A's 6-1. Ken, they dodged a little bullet there. And it's all
I had faith.
I know, but I'm just saying they did dodge a bullet.
The long and short, Yarborough's going to pitch. There's nobody warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. They haven't hit him hard. It looks like their hitting approach changed this inning, where they were attacking Yarborough's pitches and going after the first pitch in.
Well, a little bit of news coming over on X. Ken, Dodgers starter Blake Snell was supposed to begin his throwing on the road trip. He's still feeling shoulder discomfort and will again see Dr. Neal on Monday. That is not good for them. Tyler Glasnow, who has begun playing catch, will also be examined. He's experiencing some problems. So, I mean, listen, that's why the Dodgers are stacked. But sooner or later, if you're going to have 3, 4, 5 pitches out, it's got to hurt you some way. I mean, there's only so many, pitches you can have. On a solid note for the Orioles, they activated Zach Eflin today, so that's going to boost their pitching staff a little bit. So those are the latest newses that we do have at this point, as we wait to go to our next inning. The only other rumor that we see here The White Sox might be talking to the Mets for Lewis Robert.
And the first pitch to Dominguez is called strike one. Dominguez on the day is 1 for 1 and has a walk and a single. Second pitch is in and high, evening the count at 1-1. Severino sits and fires. Another pitch is up and in for ball 2. The count is now 2-1. Severino fires, and the ball is inside once again. The count is now 3-1 to Jason Dominguez. Severino's pitch count is at 89, and it looks like another pitcher is up, Spence again. And the ball is ripped to right field by Dominguez for a second hit of the game. Laser shot. This has been a really good series for Dominguez.
He's a hit machine in this series.
He is. And Volpe is up to bat, and the pitch is in for call, strike one. Volpe is 1 for 2 with a single and scored a run. Severino sets and he fires. The ball is just inside. Even in the count at 1-1. Curious if Dominguez is going to try to steal this at bat. Severino takes the sign and he fires over to first base. Dominguez is back safe. Getting a little bit of dirt on that uniform, making it look like he played some today.
Just a little.
Volpe is back in the box. Severino turns and sets. And the pitch is a sweeper just off the plate to bring our count to 2-1. We are in the top of the fifth. The score is 6-1 Yankees. We have a runner at first and nobody out. Anthony Volpe up to bat, and the count is 2-1. Dominguez fires a sinker that Volpe swings over the top of. And the count moves to 2-2. Severino sets and he fires. Looked like a strike to me, but umpire did not call it. It was low. The count goes to 3-2.
Yeah, he doesn't call those pitches. He's fair on both teams.
Severino sets and he fires, and Volpe fouls this one off. Count is still 2-2. Looked like Dominguez was on the go, and he's heading back to first base. And Sevy sets and fires, and the ball is hit to center field, and Dominguez is turning for third. And that is Volpe's second hit of the day. The Yankees have runners at the corner with nobody out.
Excellent hitting, and the hit and run obviously was 3-2, but it was a nice hit and run. It would have been a perfect double play. So you see what happens when you move the runners a little bit. Take note, Boone.
Well, that play was a little bit odd because the shortstop actually went to cover, and the ball was hit right through the hole where the shortstop vacated. And it looks like they are pulling Severino. His day is over with, and Spence is coming up to pitch the rest of this inning out.
Yep.
So we will take a quick break from the live stream, and we can do some chatting. Jonathan is asking if we have talked about creating a moderator yet in this channel, and we have not.
It will get done, Jonathan. It will get done.
And we haven't talked about this in a while. For those of you that are watching, please hit the like. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. You have a great program here at NY Yankee Mania. Share your comments with us. We're interested in everything that you have to say. We hope that everyone is enjoying today's play-by-play much better than yesterday's. Our New York Yankees are sitting at 6-1 or 6-1, and we're on the top of the fifth. And once again, Severino has not been very successful against us, and they have pulled him.
Yeah, well,
Today's pitcher Spence is coming in to relieve Severino, and we're just getting back to the broadcast. Mitch Spencer, former Yankee farmhand, is up. And he's facing Austin Wells, and the first pitch is inside for ball one. For some reason, the umpire is looking at the Yankee dugout, thinking possibly that this pitch possibly hit Wells on the foot.
Oh, it's under review.
I'm going to tell you, if Wells got hit on the foot, he'd be screaming about it.
It might have nipped him. It might have just nipped him, but.
And they're challenging the replay.
Yep. Oh, they got a slow motion that you can't.
Yeah, it looks like it caught his foot.
Oh, yes. Now we see it. Yes.
Yeah, Wells knows he got hit. He just wanted another damn at bat. He's taking his crap off and heading to first. Umpire has announced that the runner has been hit by pitch and he is heading to first. So now we are sitting with nobody out and the bases are juiced.
You done?
Yeah. This is our opportunity to blow this game completely open. Oswaldo Cabrera is stepping up to the plate. He has a walk and a double in the third, has scored a run. And the pitch is down and in the dirt. Nice cutter down low. Brings our count to 1-0. Will the Yankees capitalize? Will we lock the door on this game? Cabrera takes the pitch and he hits to the second baseman. The second baseman comes home, and the play at home is out. The fire to first, Kurtz. He drops the ball, so the bases remain juiced with Yankees. If you're scoring at home, it's going to be scored as a fielder's choice. The throw was bad. He threw it into the running lane, and here comes the A's manager to complain about something else.
Oh,
actually,
God.
They're looking at Kurtz's hand. He might have injured his hand on the play.
Oh. As usual, no clutch hitting.
Well, the thing that's amazing is that they had the infield drawn in, and he hit it straight at the second baseman.
Of course.
Cabrera did take the punishment though, because the ball hit him right in the damn back.
Yeah, good thing it was in the baseline. Otherwise, they could have called him out. Just made it.
And Spence sets. We have bases loaded with 1 out, and Vivas takes the pitch and fouls it off into the stand. Count is 0-1. Vivas has 2 ground outs on this day. He's 0 for 2, but he does get an RBI. Does have an RBI with one of his ground outs. Spence sets and he fires. Vivas swings over the top of it. Brings the count to 0-2.
Unbelievable.
This is the time where we shorten our swing up, maybe a little bit of choke up action. A's have the infield set in once again. There's a huge gap in right center field. And Vivas swings over the top of it for strike 3.
Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So we have young Ben Rice coming up to the plate. Can Rice come through with it? With a base knock.
Yeah. Now long fly ball to the fence.
And the ball is a cutter that's down low for ball 1. Umpire is definitely not giving up low call strikes. Rice is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. He was hit by a pitch in the second inning. And the cutter is down low. Rice checks his swing, brings the count to 2 and a donut. Yankees are up 6-1 with bases juiced, 2 outs, and the count is 2-0 on Ben Rice. Infield is back at normal depth. Wright takes the pitch, and it is way off the plate. Brings the count to 3-0. In my opinion, Rice is not as an experienced hitter, so there's no damn way he better be swinging on a 3-0 pitch.
It's about the only way we score with the bases loaded. A walk. God forbid they get a hit.
And we are seeing pictures of the captain on deck. Here comes the pitch. It is a cutter that catches the outside corner for strike 1. And there didn't look to be a hint of Rice thinking that he was going to swing at that pitch.
Oh, yeah.
And Spence fires it, and Rice sends it deep down the right field line, and that is a grand slam. A 4-bagger for young Ben Rice. We have blown this game wide open. The score is 10-1.
That a baby. That a baby.
So, Joe, negativity doesn't always pay off. Sometimes they come through.
No. I got to keep saying it. I got to keep doing it, Ken. That's the only way we're going to score. But isn't it? Oh, they're coming to get you, Ken. Isn't it amazing that we always the games that we call are all double digits for the Yankees?
And the captain steps up to the plate, and that is Rice's first career grand slam. The first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. The captain is waiting for his opportunity.
10-10.
Spence sets and he fires. Nice slider that catches the inside corner for strike 1. The count is 1-1. And once again, they are showing the first career granny for Ben Rice. Judge sets, and he lifts a shot to right field, and it drops in front of Andahar. Judge has
Well, it looks like Ken is a little frozen right now. And it was funny. The last time Aaron Judge got a base hit, he froze. He might be afraid of Ken. Who knows? But right now, Ken is frozen. So I'm going to bring it down and let's get it worked on. And Bellinger is up and he takes a strike. No balls and one strike. Let's see if nope. We're going to get this worked on my it looks like something in the stream on Ken's part, but it looks like we're going to hopefully he'll come back. He is coming back. And let's see. Let's get back to Ken. Okay,
the count
Ken.
is 1-1. And Bellinger once again fouls the ball off. Man, if you look at the stands, there are a ton of Yankee fans at this game. Look at all those people standing on their feet.
Unbelievable.
This is like the sixth time I've seen the granny.
Yeah.
Spence fires, and Bellinger hits a line drive to Andahar. Judge advances to second base. So we have runners at first and second with 2 outs, and we have big Paul Goldschmidt coming up to bat. This is the top of the 5th, and Goldie is the 9th batter in the inning. So we're batting around. The score is 10-1 Yankees. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And Spence sets. He checks on Judge at second. Judge has a huge lead. The first pitch is a cutter inside for ball 1. Joe, do you realize that this is the 3rd Grand Slam for the Yankees this week?
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Unbelievable.
Spence fires his pitch, and Goldie fouls the cutter down the right field line to bring the count to 1-1.
I mean, with us doing the games, Ken, they had to have scored over 50 runs. Fourth Grand Slam this season for the team.
Spence checks on on the captain once again. His pitch is a slider down low to bring the count to 2-1. I do not think there's a chance in hell that Yarbrough doesn't come out and finish the 5th for us.
Problem. I mean, the least they can do is get him a win.
And the pitch is in, and Goldschmidt fouls it off.
Wow. That was right up
Count
his alley.
is 2-2.
This is very high in sugar.
Let me check this. Blue. Spence sets, and he fires, and Paul Goldschmidt tags this one. It bounces off the left field wall, and Judge is going to score easily. Goldschmidt slides into second for an RBI double. Runners are at second and third. 2 outs, and that brings the count to 11-1.
1-1-1.
Spence's cutter didn't cut. It was freaking a batting practice pitch, and Goldie tags it. So now the Yankees have batted around for the 2nd time in this game. Goldschmidt is sitting at second, and the pitching coach is coming out to talk to this young lad because the Yankees have imprinted a big handprint on his ass.
I'll tell you, Ken, if if they want to see runs, you and I got to do the games. We have to do the games. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Welcome, John Ferrazzo.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I'm going with Mom to her work.
And Jason Dominguez is stepping up to the plate. I missed the first pitch. It was a strike, and the count is 0-1. Spence fires. His cutter is actually slider is inside. And the count evens up at 1-1. Dominguez has reached bases all 3 times that he's been up, 2 hits and a walk. And the pitch is in, and Dominguez fouls it off. Another fan for the Souvenirs. Count moves to 1-2. We have 2 outs with runners at second and third, and the Yankees have an 11 spot up on the board as opposed to the A's 1 spot. 11-1 Yanks. Here comes the pitch, a curveball in the dirt, evening the count at 2-2. And as I always say, let's go Yankees. Add 2 more.
Dun, 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 da, 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 da. We'll bring Yankee Stadium to you.
And Spence sits and he fires a cutter that Dominguez checks, and the umpire says it's a strike. So that's a strikeout, and that ends the inning for us as we head to the bottom of the 5th. But the inning was highlighted with young Ben Rice's first career grand slam. The Yankees' numbers are 11 runs, 13 hits, and no errors. The A's have 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors.
Go in the chat. Welcome, as I said, John. I don't think last year's number 22 hit a grand salami. CD Cards Rice is a different player this year for sure. CD Cards for sure. Joe and Ken, please keep doing the games. CD Cards again. Well, that was a huge inning. Sean Browning says, Devo. And there was a nice quote up here that I was looking at. I like that from John Ferrazzo. Rice, a homie. I like that. Very, very innovative there, John. Are you becoming like Bill over here, the master of comedy? That's really cool. Bottom line is they are incredible. When we're doing the streams, guys, I got to go back. I got to add the runs, but pretty soon they're going to have to start. The Yankees going to have to sign us, Ken, because I think we're bringing them really good luck. Because our streams have been incredible. You know how many homers we've seen by the Yankees? I mean, it's got to be at least 13 since we've been doing it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them. Matter of fact, one of our games, they had 4 home runs in the first inning.
Incredible. Yeah. Remember the first game I ever did, if you remember. I mean, that was incredible. Totally incredible. Well, he's back.
And we have Yarborough back on the bump. He's facing Bidet, and his first pitch is hit. And it is out of here.
Sheesh. Yeah, they want to get him that win, but you don't want him to get too close. And
yeah, you can tell Yarborough just wanted to get ahead.
Yeah.
Put one out there, and he tagged it.
Oh, no question.
Once again, though, first pitch swinging. The Athletics are looking for a strike because Yarborough puts them over the plate.
Yeah, they're notorious for that. They really are.
The batter is Gio Urshela, and he comes up, and the first pitch that he throws is hit into left field to Dominguez for a hit. So that's the A's 9-hole hitter.
Well,
and we're back to live action. Yarborough's trying to get his first Yankee win, and the first pitch is hit, It's a pop up to right field, and Judge dives and makes the play. He fires to first to try to get the double play, but not in time. Judge, the captain, made an incredible diving play and threw that damn ball from his belly.
Is there anything that this man can't do? It's unbelievable. Aside from not hitting in October, but we won't get into that right now. I was close at first base.
Yeah, it was. Can you imagine if he had anything behind the throw? That guy would have got gunned.
Oh God.
New York is challenging the runner being safe at first base.
Yeah, I mean, the naked eye, I saw it. It was very close.
Urshela didn't slide. He lumbered back, and I think it's going to cost him. I think they got him.
I do too. And the naked eye, we saw that. When Yes has to show the replays, they don't show them. They show dumb replays 1,000 times. Something that we want to see in review, we can't see. Unbelievable.
I think he's out. They just showed the replay once again. The umpire review comes out, and it says that the player was safe. So the Yankees lose their replay challenge.
You know what it is? I guess because it was just directly at the same time. But like you said, if Judge had anything on the throw, he would have been a dead duck.
And we have Brent Rooker batting with one out. And Yarborough's first pitch is a changeup that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Rooker is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He has a single in the fourth and has scored a run. Yarborough sets and he fires a nice cutter that catches the top of the zone. The count is now 0-2. Yarborough is 64 pitches deep into this game.
He throws junk and more junk.
Yarborough sets and he fires a changeup that is down low. If your fastball is 86 miles an hour and you are the slowest pitcher in the league, you're going to throw junk. Looks like somebody is up in the bullpen starting to get loose. Yarborough sets and he fires. The batter checks his swing, and the first base umpire says, no, he didn't. That is a strikeout. That's 2 away.
Grab some bench, baby. Grab some bench. Oh, he went.
Yeah, he went. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
And Ryan sets. He fires, and the ball is dribbled to Yarborough. He flips it lightly to Paul G to record the third out of the inning.
I think that's 3 to
We
Yarborough.
have Volpe, Wells, and I don't remember the third one coming up to bat.
Cabrera.
However, I'm going to turn the top half of the inning. Actually, this is my inning. Never mind. I'm keeping it.
Why? Huh?
We hit in the top. Oh, we hit in the top. So this is your inning. Never mind. I was right to begin with.
Oh my God, guys! He wants to take that away from me too. Jeez.
No.
My God. That's Frank Messa. That's Frank Messa, number 2. To poor old Italian boy over here, Phil Rizzuto, number 3. And give me a break. We need cold Italian
I'm not
pizza.
talking about the fishes or nothing.
We need cold Italian pizza that say, who do you want us to call? I won't feel bad. I know you like Ken. I just scream a lot. That's what I do on the chats. But no, in all honesty, we make a good team, Ken. The runs just keep on coming. Just keep on coming. The more they come, the more we'll stream. And if it's all the way up,
I mean,
to
we've
the
hit
runs,
over. We've got over 10 runs in multiple games. We've called. We've got over 10 hits in multiple games. So that's called good karma.
Yes. Yeah. No, really. Oh, the Junk Brothers, right? That's the next stop for the Red Sox, by the way. The Detroit Tigers at Fenway. No, at Detroit. Wow, Vivas went 4 for 4 last night. Bud Black was fired. Well, Anthony Volpe leads off, and it's a call, strike one from Spence. Bud Black was fired as manager. He was 7-33, and well, did they name an interim? Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Volpe, and that's inside, down low, 1-1. Volpe 2 for 3, got the average to 239. Let's get it over 230. Let's go in the 240s. That would be nice. 1-1 here in the top of the sixth, 11-2 Yankees. To set the pitch, right down Broadway. Well, it was a little bit away from Broadway, might have been Queens, but it is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch now coming to Anthony Volpe, and he sets, and the pitch swung on and missed. He's swinging at third again, guys. He is now 2 for 4, and he's eating his chain. That's not a good sign. He's eating that chain. So now it's 1 out. I don't know what he's swinging at, and he goes on his one knee, and he looked like he flinched something. Let's hope he's not hurt. Here comes Austin Wells, and he is 1 for 2. Here comes the pitch, and he's also been hit by a pitch, and that ball is a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. It would be nice to get Wells at least in the 220s. He's batting 216 right now. 1 ball and no strikes, and here comes the pitch again, way down low. 2 balls and no strikes. They lay off of that pitch. I think he's going to walk the ballpark again. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 man out, and the set looks in, and he deals outside, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Austin Wells. Nobody on base, and 1 man out, and 3-0 on Wells. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. No, thought it was a strike, but he called it a ball. So Wells has been seeing first base, not hitting the ball. He got hit. He's taking a walk. And now it's up to Mr. Cabrera again. Seems like he's always up today. Changed the color of his bat also. He's 1 for 2. He's walked with a double, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. So a nice day for Cabrera at this point. Here comes the first pitch. Little bit outside, 1 ball and no strikes to Oswaldo Cabrera. Steps to the plate. He's batting lefty where he's very comfortable. The set, the look at first, and here comes the pitch. Wow, another one. He is not going to give you the low strike. He's been fair with both teams. Absolutely fair with both teams. Yarborough in there looks like he may want to go another inning, but I think his day is done. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Wells. Cabrera. Ground ball to first. He bobbles it, and he tags Cabrera out for out number 2. But we do have a man on second and 2 men out. Austin Wells is at second. So it was a ground ball. He bobbled it in front of him. He picked the ball up, and then he tagged the runner out. So it's 2 outs for Jobot Rivas, who's 2 grounders and a strikeout, and he has an RBI with one of those ground outs. The set and the pitch is the first pitch is a little bit outside ball one. I find his batting stance a little nutty today. He looks like he's ready, and then all of a sudden he's moving the bat a little too much. He's not steady as the ball is coming. Let's see how he does. Yeah, see, he clinches, he clutches all of a sudden. They must be working with him on that for some reason, because he has the bat steady. When the pitcher's ready to throw the ball, he like clutches back. I've never seen that before. Here comes the pitch, and it's line to left field line, just foul. And the count is now 2-1. Nice shot there, but it was just foul down the third base line. So we're 2 balls and a strike.
So, do you think that Pablo Reyes is going to get into this game?
I hope not. I'm going to be honest. I hope not. The 2-1 pitch. Yeah, he might go to right field. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. And there goes the helmet almost. Again, 2-2. He's got a weird stance. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I want him more steady at the plate. He does look like Odor a little bit, but he should keep it the way it is. And then he straightens it out, swing and a miss, strike 3 at the dirt. I do not like that stance at all. That's got to change, guys. That has to change. This is the first time I'm seeing him do that, and it's not working. It is not, who's ever telling him to, if the batting coaches are telling him, that's not working. Absolutely not. Don't like it. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th, and we have a little cushion. But Ken, what do you think about that? Did you? I mean, I don't know. It might be a little thing that I'm seeing, but I catch everything. I don't like that swing. What do you think?
Well, he doesn't seem like he's able to really square a ball up the way he's moving around.
Mm-hmm.
So hence he's hitting a lot of foul balls, I think, because of that.
Yeah, no question. Let's go on the stream here. John Ferrazzo says they move runs. The more runs, less chance of Boone messing up with stupid pitching changes. Okay, John, how do you really feel about Boone? I guess you're calling him Baboon or something. No, I understand. I know where you're coming from. Let's go to CT Cards. That is interesting. 4 in just over a month, and our record is 10. We may break that year for sure, Jacob. Okay, so you guys are talking to each other with the Grand Slams. Yeah, we keep this up, and we don't even have Giancarlo Stanton in the lineup. So, we'll see. But the Yankees have a lot of good rookies, up in the pipeline, guys. George Lombard Jr., Ben Hess, Carlos Lagrange is 3-0 with a 2.01 ERA for Hudson Valley, and George Lombard Jr. is doing pretty good in now Somerset. Wherever he goes, he just hits. He hits and he hits, and it looks like Yarborough's day's over. De Los Santos is now in for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 6th. Lagares is up, and a nice sinker, 96 miles an hour for a strike. His last appearance was Friday. His ERA is 2.25. And remember, folks, he came from the Red Sox. The 0-1 pitch, that's way in the backstop. Missed it by that much. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Or to recite Bob Uecker, just a little outside.
Just a little outside, folks. This is a nice little player again up there. They have some good hitters on this team. Here comes the pitch. Grounded to third. Cabrera fires to Paul G. And we got 1 under the duck. So it's 1 out here in the 6th inning. I'll tell you, when Cabrera, he's a smooth fielder. If he could be a little bit more on target at first base, he'd really be a very, very good third baseman. And he's got to really think about it. Oh, we've got here we go about the lamp again. Ground ball again to third. The flip to first, 2 outs. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Cabrera, 2 nice plays, nice and smooth. So we can call him the customary smooth jazz that's in the infield. Nice play. That ball was hit hard, Ken. He spun around and he threw the ball to Paul G, and he made a very, very nice play. So with 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, the Yanks are up 11-2, and the big man is up, the first baseman Krentz, and he swings and misses. It's kind of a funny swing for strike 1. They may have something with De Los Santos, Ken. He's got good movement, and he's got a power fastball. I like his movement. I like his makeup. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, little down low, a little low, 1-1. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So I like his makeup. He came in a quiet trade in the offseason from the Red Sox, and that pitch is way down. That's what you call a little bit outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. It is a beautiful, beautiful scenery there in Sacramento. Just like we're going to see tomorrow night, of course, in Seattle, Washington, in that beautiful ballpark there. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, way up high, 3 balls and a strike, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I love the bats. Kudos to all the moms. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and it swung on and fouled off behind the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, with the Yankees with an 11 spot and looking for more. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it is swung on and missed. 97-mile-an-hour sinker, Ken, and it is grab some bench, baby. So at the end of the 6th, the Yankees lead 11-2.
All right, Real Bill, thanks for spending time with us in the stream today. Go spend that time with Mama. Definitely don't want to be in the doghouse.
Happy Mother's Day to Mama.
And we'll see y'all tomorrow, or we'll see you tomorrow.
Definitely. Let's see what John Ferrazzo has to say. He's always has something pretty good to say. Yesterday, Boone takes out Hamilton after he strikes out a batter. Maybe he could have gotten out of the jam while we still had the lead. Yeah, he was a little bit. I don't think that Boone thought that obviously he wouldn't have it that for that pitching sequence. So yeah, sometimes he's a little fast. I'm interesting to know though, guys. Will they bring in Williams to give him an inning? Just to pitch something. They may do that. It may not make sense, but to us, but they may do that. CD Cards, Joe and Ken, what do you think about Yard? Has pitched 8 innings, giving up only 3 runs in his starts recently. Well, he's definitely given us the innings. He's given us quality innings with whatever he throws, junk or not, he keeps them off balance. So that's excellent. So this inning, Ken is going to take over. And right now they're showing the great one, Ricky Henderson, which I still can't believe, he was taken from baseball way too early. What a player. What an outfielder. And he just performed. He was just amazing. Very, very sad. 25 major league seasons, played with a lot of different teams, 2-time world champion, 10-time All-Star, inducted into the Hall of Fame.
And the first pitch in is a ball. Alvardo is pitching for the A's today for this inning, and Ben Rice is up to bat. Alvardo fires another pitch, and Rice is hit once again. This is the second time that Rice has got plunked today. So that's 2 shots to the knees, the left knee and the right knee. And the pitch to Judge is in there for a strike. 87-mile-an-hour slider catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Judge has 2 singles and a double, scored a run, and has 2 RBIs on the afternoon. Alvardo sets and he fires, and Judge hits a line drive through the infield to left field for his 4th hit of the afternoon. Fans, pay attention. You are looking at history being made. This is a legendary ball player, and I don't give a damn about anyone else being called generational. Aaron freaking Judge is a generational ball player. Enjoy it, because this doesn't happen very often.
They got to take him out here.
And Cody Bellinger steps up to the plate.
Man, it'd be nice, a nice shot here.
And Bellinger hits the 99-mile-an-hour fastball back into the stop. He is 1 for 4 on the afternoon with a single. Judge has raised his average back up to a 404 level.
Jeez.
Alvardo sets and he fires, and the ball, a slider off the plate, evens the count at 1-1. Bellinger is back in the box. Alvardo sets. He fires, and Cody fouls the ball off. Brings the count to 1-2. We are in the top of the 7th. The Yankees lead 11-2. There are runners at first and second with nobody out. Alvardo sets and he fires. The ball is inside once again, and it evens the count up at 2-2. Just an interesting note for you. Ben Rice has been hit 6 times by pitches this season, and he leads the major leagues in hit by pitch. So he's taken Rizzo's spot. Alvardo sets and he fires. Bellinger foul tips the ball, but Langoliers holds on to it to record the strikeout. Correction to Aaron Judge's batting average.
409.
It's 409.
The OPS is incredible.
And let's see. Alvardo fires a slider right down the heart of Broadway to Paul G. for call, strike 1. Paulie G is 2 for 4 today with a pair of doubles. He scored a run and has driven in an RBI. And the next pitch is inside. Goldschmidt swings over the top of it to bring the count to 0-2. Alvardo fires, and the ball is low and away, bringing our count to 1-2.
Yeah, John, you're definitely right about that.
Alvardo fires, and Goldschmidt bounces the ball down the third baseline, foul. Count still remains 1-2. We have Rice at second, Judge at first. Alvardo sets and he fires. The pitch is driven to right field. It's going to hit in the gap and bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. So Rice will score. Judge will go to third, And Goldie will be at second with his third double of the day.
Cashman Bashers, where are you, please? Would you step forward? Would you please step forward?
Joe, you didn't realize that Goldie is an old man and his best days are behind him?
Oh, yeah. But I still go back to that interview that he had when he signed with the Yankees, that he was determined. I just knew it.
And the first pitch from Alvarado is down low. Dominguez has reached bases 3 times. He has 2 singles and a walk and has scored 2 runs on the afternoon. Alvarado sets and fires, and Dominguez fouls it off. A rope down the first base line. Foul.
Man, do I smell a big one now.
So is the Yankee edict of runners at second and third with less than 2 outs going to apply? Alvarado fires a 100-mile-an-hour fastball that Dominguez swings and misses, bringing our count to 1-2.
Oh, you snuck
All right,
that.
Jason, let's see what you can do, baby.
You snuck that one in there.
And the pitch fires, and Dominguez swings over the top of it to chase a slider in the dirt for strike 3. And for those of you that are in the New York area, Friday against the Boston Red Sox on June the 6th is Yogi Berra's Navy bobblehead night. And let's see. Once again, Anthony Volpe is up in a key situation.
What else
He
is
takes
new?
the first pitch outside for ball 1.
Come on, blooper hit.
Volpe is 2 for 4 on the afternoon. Alvarado sets and he fires another pitch, a slider off the plate to bring our count to 2-0. That bobblehead giveaway is going to be on June the 6th, which happens to be D-Day, appropriate gift for Yankee fans and those remembering our veterans. Alvarado sets, he fires, and Volpe fouls it or hits it down the right field line. Andahar camps under it and records the third out of the inning. The side is retired. The Yankees get another run on 2 hits. The Yankees have 12 runs on 15 hits and no errors today. The Yankees are tearing the Athletics up
I have
as we move to the bottom of the 6th.
a feeling that Judge is coming out of the game. They'll probably put Trent Grissom in center field. John Ferrazzo says, save some runs for tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Right now, Ken, if you really think about it, the Paul G and the Aaron Judge is just as good as Soto and Judge of last year. Aside from the fact that maybe Soto had a few more home runs, and that was only because, he was riding high on Mr. Judge there, Soto. So, our tandem is still there, and I'm very, very interested. I can't wait for Mr. Stanton to come back. Could you imagine the pitches that these guys are going to get? If they're hot, who do you pitch to? Who do you pitch to? In the middle of that lineup with Stanton, you put Stanton, think about it. It's got to water on your chops there, Yankee fans. Put Stanton in there, and you're going to have a better Bellinger. So you have Bellinger, you have Stanton, you have Paul G, and you have the big gun in Aaron Judge. We're not even talking about Dominguez. It's got to water your fancy, guys. It's got to water your fancy. If we could stay healthy and the pitching comes back, we get this is a Disneyland if you really think about it. But things have got to fall in place, obvious. But it's something you want to think about. Can you imagine the 9th inning? if you have a tie game and you got to face Bellinger, Judge, Goldschmidt, and Giancarlo. Go ahead, take
Yuri
it away.
De Los Santos is back on the mound to come out for the bottom of the seventh, and his first pitch is inside to Urias. Urias is 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a foul out and a fly out. De Los Santos fires another sinker up and in to bring our count to 2-0.
Non-challenge him. Let's go. Just throw strikes.
You got 8 players behind you. They do their job well. Let's get it.
Yes.
And he
Let's go.
fires his next pitch, a 94-mile-an-hour sinker down low, and the count is 3-0.
Drives the manager crazy.
De Los Santos fires a cutter in for call, strike one. Count is now 3-1. De Los Santos fires, and Urias fouls the ball down the third base line to bring our count to 3-2. The count is full. De Los Santos sets, and he fires, and Urias fouls the ball into his own leg. Looks like he didn't hit his guard. Oh, he's not wearing a guard. So he hit bone and meat and is taking a second.
I remember CT.
De Los Santos sets, and he fires. Ball is off the plate for ball 4. So the leadoff runner gets on base. And this is one thing that drives me insane.
Me too. Me too. Doesn't
Yes,
make any sense.
We're hitting in the bottom third of the order, the weaker hitters, and we give up a walk. JJ Bleday is coming up. He's 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a solo home run in the 5th. De Los Santos sets and he fires. The ball is hit, and Bellinger drifts over and records the first out of the inning. He flips it lazily into the infield, and the runner returns to first base.
Yarborough and Rodon walking around.
Yeah, they're heading to the dugout. De Los Santos fires his pitch. It's grounded to Volpe, and it's fired to second and then relayed to first to record the double play and to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th is done. Yankees lead 12-2 on 12 runs, 15 hits, no RBIs. The A's have 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors. So hence, we're heading to the top of the 8th, and I'm handing it off to you, Joe.
Well, thanks a lot, Ken. CT Cards is saying, Joe, about this morning. Yes, I do. I totally remember that. And I wanted to be cautious because I'm a little superstitious. Let's see. He also says, Yanks have 15 hits today. Yeah, but CT, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Let's hope that maybe they, I'm not greedy. I mean, I want more for tomorrow night. So what do you think, guys, in the that's in the chat? You want us doing the game tomorrow night or what? What do you think? I mean, we've only brought about 62 runs since we've been doing the streams. So it's up to you. If you guys say no, we'll do no. If you say yes, we say yes. You control the stream right now, guys. It's up to you. What do you think? CT and John and the rest of you. CT says you two bring the Yanks runs. Okay, so I'm taking that as one yes. Do I get 2 yeses or do I get 1 and 1? What do you think? CT, I'm sure Bill would say yes to. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry about, I know Bill went to, be with the family, which is great. I want to hear from the ones that are quiet today. I know you're watching the feed, guys, and I know that it's probably some dinner time now. They're doing the Name That Yankee, and the Yankee was a Yankee from 75 to 79, and he was a pitcher, and I can tell you who that is without even a blink of an eye. You want me to tell you? Because this one's a real easy one for me. And it should be for any long. I know Ken would get it. First pitch to Austin Wells is a strike. I'll say it, guys. The answer to the Name That Yankee is Catfish Hunter. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Wells. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Nothing but air. It came all the way to New York City, to Staten Island. Oh my God, my hat's flowing. TJ McFarland has a 5.4 ERA. John says, do the Yankee games against the Mets. We sure will. Don't worry, John. We'll do the best we can. We got to win that series. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to first. Flips to the pitcher. Oh, he just nailed him, but they should look at that. The naked eye, it looked like he was safe. And also McFarland, I think, got hurt. He was stepped on, and I think that play deserves a review. Let's see. The ground ball to first. Here it comes. And, wow, that was close. And the Yankees can't do anything about it because they lost their challenge. He's out. But McFarland did turn an ankle. So that doesn't look too good. No, CT, he's out. No question about it. Now they're showing the play 100 times. Either they don't show you the replay or we're being seen the replay 1 million times. And they're checking on McFarland now, and it looks like we're going to have a break in the action because he's coming out of the game, guys. Oh, wait a minute, not now. Oh, we thought so anyway.
Looks like he's on his mound and he's stretching.
Yeah.
He's probably going to throw in a couple of practice pitches to see how he's doing.
Did you see the Name That Yankee question?
No, I did not.
Okay, well, the Name That Yankee was an Oakland A and a Yankee, and I believe before the A's became Oakland, and he was a Yankee from 75 to 79. I know you got to get this one.
No, he's done. He threw one pitch. He's out of there.
Yeah, he's out of there. All right, well, there's a break in the action. Well, while that's going on, how about we go over the scoreboard? We haven't done that in a while. And here we go. So we have the Orioles leading the Angels 7-2 in the top of the 8th. The Dodgers shutting out the Diamondbacks 5-0, bottom 7. Toronto's all over the Mariners 9-1 in the top of the 8th. Now the finals. The Mets over the Cubs 6-2. The Cardinals, the red hot Cardinals, 6-1 over the Nationals. Man, oh man, they did a number on them. The Pittsburgh Pirates swept by the Atlanta 4-3. Atlanta having problems again. The Milwaukee Brewers 4, Tampa Bay 2. Texas Rangers all over Detroit 6-1. A thriller in Minnesota in final in 10. The Twins beat the Giants 7-6. The Red Sox beat the Royals 3-1. The Astros shut out the Cincinnati Reds 6-0. The White Sox beat the Marlins 4-2. And believe it or not, folks, Colorado Rockies 9 and the Padres 3. And that's your scoreboard as we speak right now. Tomorrow night, the Yankees are going to play at 9:40 Eastern time. So it's going to be on Ken's channel, right, Ken?
That's right.
And he will let us know what time we're gonna stream. Remember, everyone, I will do the 8 o'clock in the morning coffee with Joe Mania and New York Mania, and we will see. I guess then from there I will see you guys on. Ken has been nice enough to invite me to do the play-by-play on his channel, so we will do that. And then we'll also talk about the post-game show, which is going to be pretty late, unless the game goes pretty fast tomorrow. So a lot to go. That I know the name that Yankee is going to be really. I figured they were going to go. Everybody would get this, no question in my mind. Of course, it's Catfish. And what a first year with him. He went 24-15 the first year with the Yankees back in 1975, and then after that he got hurt a lot. But when he was healthy with the Yankees, what an incredible pitcher! And he pitched well against always the Orioles, the Red Sox. He was amazing. Again, he was taken from us way too soon when he had that very, very bad disease, sort of like Lou Gehrig disease, but he was taken from us very, very too short. But what a pitcher, what a winner, an absolute winner of a pitcher. So the answer, of course, was Catfish Hunter.
I actually saw him pitch at Riverfront Stadium in the World Series. He pitched against the Big Red Machine, and
yes, he did.
He lost. We got swept in that series.
Yes.
That was a birthday present to my father. Took me to the game. He took me out of school and drove me to Cincinnati. I had fallen asleep in the car, and when I woke up, we were at the stadium.
Pete Rose challenged Mickey Rivers all season, all series long, to hit the ball past him at third. Anyway, Hogan Harris is now pitching. He's a lefty. Cabrera is batting right-handed. A big swing and a miss on a four-seam fastball. So that's no balls and a strike here in the top of the eighth inning. Cabrera gets into one, but I guess it was off the bat into left field, and the new left fielder, Zet, has just made the play. It was hit off really, really well, so that's a good sign for Cabrera, batting right-handed. Here's Vivas, who's 0 for 4, 2 grounders, 2 strikeouts, but he does have an RBI, and they're keeping him in against the left-handed pitcher. So let's see. Ball is up high, 1 ball and no strikes. He's keeping the bat a little steadier, and he should not be moving the bat as it comes, and he's doing it. I don't know. It's a weird stance, guys. It's a very weird stance. I don't like it. 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes the 2-0 pitch here in the top of the 8th inning with 2 outs and nobody on. Way up high, 3 balls and no strikes. Now, if they keep him in the game, we're going to see Aaron Judge one more time before we leave for Washington. So let's see what happens. Here comes the pitch. In there for a call strike, the automatic 3-0 pitch. 3-1 to Vivas. It would be nice if he gets on the hit parade. Here comes the pitch, and it's up high for a ball 4. So he gets on, and we go back to the top of the order and Mr. Ben Rice. And we all know what he did in his last at-bat, guys. He hit the grand salami. Trent Grissom, last 5 games, 1 triple, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, and OPS of 980. And here's Rice, lefty to lefty. That ball is way in the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher, and it's 1 ball and no strikes to Mr. Rice Man. Mr. Rice-A-Roni stands in there. He looks, getting more plate appearances against lefties. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And it's inside, almost hits him again. 2 balls and no strikes. I'm going to call him the modern day Ron Hunt. Guys, you might, obviously, a lot of people in here won't know Ron Hunt, but he was hit the most out of anybody as a Philadelphia Philly. Here comes the pitch, pop foul and out of play behind home plate. And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. They're showing Trent Grissom right now. It looks like a incognito young Reggie Jackson, especially with those dark glasses. And the 2-1 pitch coming with runner on first and 2 outs. The set, the pitch, up high, 3 balls and a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike to Ben Rice. He's 1 for 3. He's batting .260 with 9 home runs. 3-1 pitch coming. The set, the pitch, just a bit outside, ball 4. And that's going to bring up, what are they doing here?
Reyes, Pablo, one
my
each.
favorite. My favorite is coming up, guys. I don't even want to announce what he does. Here he is, the big 182. No home runs, 1 RBI. Well, I got to hand it to him. He's got a .432 on base percentage. Here comes the pitch. Low for ball 1. Well, you know what? Tomorrow night we could get lucky, guys, and DJ LeMahieu will be in that spot. You know, I think everybody in the chat wants to get me a Reyes shirt. Here comes the 2-0, or the 1-0 pitch is now 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. You know, these are probably the situations that he'll probably would get a hit. You know, I guess he'll take anything at this point, but I think his days are numbered. This might be the last time we'll see him. The 2-0 pitch is popped up. And the first baseman goes under it, makes the catch. And that, my friends, might be the last time we see Pablo Reyes as a Yankee. So we're going to go up to the bottom of the 8th with the Yankees leading by 10 runs. And you could take that to the bank because of DJ. I mean, I never in the last 2 years thought I'd be saying this, but Mr. LeMahieu, hurry up. Please come back. You don't have to be the all-star. Just hit the ball. Hit the ball. Get it in the outfield. Move some runners. Play some defense. Stay healthy. And let's get a good 26-man roster. That's what I want, and that's what they need. CT Card says, Joe, I bought you a Pablo jersey. Okay. I'm sure I can get a lot for it on eBay. Maybe we could use it for the dog or a cat's, you know what? It would be good. I think Ken is dying to say something here. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, you got Pablo this year. I had Austin Wells last year. I was the biggest Wells critic.
Sean Browning brings up a good point. Number 26 on the team is wearing number 26. Yeah, maybe that we can get him. I got a position for Pablo Reyes, left out. That would be a great position for him, guys. Now, in all honesty, come on. This is a $300 million team. You really, I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, if you were to tell me, you know, a healthy John Birdie or somebody like that, but this guy, I never thought, and I'm sure you fans feel the same way. We all want LeMahieu back. Upcoming schedule. So we have 3 games, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesday's an afternoon game, everyone, at 4:10 Eastern. Thursday we're off, and then the big series against the Mets. 7:05, 1:05, and then the ESPN game. Bottom of the 8th is starting, and the guy I think is the best player on the A's is up, Jacob Wilson. He's batting .351, no balls and a strike. Here comes the pitch, and it's grounded to his fellow shortstop, and he throws him out at first base. Now, I don't know if they pulled. Did they take? Was that Volpe, Ken? It went. Oh no, Peraza's at short. I was right. They actually took Anthony Volpe out of the game. I must have killed Boone to do that. Wow. So now there's one out here in the bottom of the eighth. And their other big, powerful hitter is up, Mr. Rooker, the first baseman. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed on a slider, 85 miles an hour. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Nice start, 10 home runs, 22 RBIs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's laced to left field. Dominguez makes the catch. Man, is he improving out there, guys. He just made a nice catch going to his right, and he's getting more and more confidence, and that's a big, big, big thing for us, for the Yankees. The bullpen budget, Leiter didn't pitch yesterday, Williams didn't pitch yesterday, and De Los Santos didn't pitch. And of course, he's in the game right now. So here is Brown, Zeth Brown. He's been with the club a while. He's a good utility man. He's batting .220, 1 homer. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. He sets, and it looked like it was down Broadway, but I guess not. Tyler Matzer is in the bullpen. I think, I'd be honest with you, Ken, I think his days are numbered. I don't think he's staying with the team. Here comes the pitch outside for a ball, 3 balls and no strikes, especially with Lasagna, Mr. Loizaga coming back soon. So here comes the 3-0 pitch. The wind, the pitch, right down Broadway. 3 balls and 1 strike to Mr. Brown. 2 outs in the 8th.
Want to say a shout out to Ace from the Ace Avenue jumping into our stream. Thank you, brother, for supporting us.
Hey, Ace, how you doing, man? Thank you so much. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Mr. Zeth Smith, and here we go. The 3-2 pitch swung on and foul between their home and third, and we'll do it all over again. 29 pitches for Los Santos. He has a sneaky a very good fastball, and a good breaking pitch. So we are at 3-2. 12-2 is the score. The Yankees lead, and here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and foul behind home plate. We'll do it all over again. 3-2 on Smith. It's a good little backup player. I've seen him have some really good clutch hits for the A's throughout the last few years, and a good sound player. So here comes the 3-2 pitch. Sets, he delivers, pop foul again, and out of play, and we'll do it again. But what I like about it is, come after him, let him hit the ball. There's no reason to walk him. There's no reason to be fancy. Come at him with good old country fastball and see if he can hit it. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and it's low for ball 4. Why he went with the breaking pitch and not the fastball, I'll never know. So now there's a man on first. Lagares is up with 2 outs, 12-2. The Yankees get up one more time, and then hopefully it's off to Mariner Town and to go play the Mariners. There's no rest for the weary, guys. We gotta come back in another state tomorrow. Here comes the pitch, swung on a foul tip, and it's 0-1. Very, very, very exciting game, everyone. All the mothers of our players have got to be proud, especially Aaron Judge, mother, going 4 hits. What an amazing feat Aaron Judge is doing. Here comes the pitch, popped up to center field. Bellinger caps under it, can of corn, and that ends the inning. So at the end of 8, the New York Yankees lead the A's 12-2, and that's going to do it for me. And hopefully there's no 9th inning problems aside from maybe the Yankees scoring. And then we'll come back with a quick scoreboard, a quick post game, and then wait for coffee and bagels tomorrow morning at 8. Take it away, Ken.
All righty. Going into the top of the ninth with the commanding 12-2 lead. Curious who's going to come out and pitch the bottom half for us. You think De Los Santos is going to be out there for his fourth inning, or
No, they're
you
going to
think
bring
Keller Matzek is coming in?
Yeah, I think Matzek's coming in. They want to see him. They want to see the most of him, Ken, before Loizaga comes back. Because if anything, I think he's on the bubble. I'd rather have De Los Santos in there. I know he's playoff tested. I just don't think he has the power that we need, that he used to have with Atlanta. That's just my opinion from what I see.
Fair enough.
So, we'll see how it goes. And it's like I said, we're getting very close to some of these sickies to come back. And once they come back, very, very interesting what's going to happen if they sneak them back into the minors, a couple of players, or will there be a trade or two?
They're showing the highlights of Judge's diving catch.
Yes.
The thing that I find amazing throughout his career, he still does not have a Gold Glove.
That's right. Oh, I thought he had one.
Nope, he does not have one.
Wow. Well, let's hope this year it's the Gold Glove and the World Championship.
And we have Harris back on the bump. Cody Bellinger leading off, and he hits a lazy fly ball to left field. Brown retrieves it and records the first out of the inning. Max Schumann has moved into the game in right field. And we have J.C. Escarra coming up to bat. Escarra is playing first base for the... Excuse me. Escarra is hitting in Volpe's spot. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Harris fires a cutter that's inside for ball one. Evens the count up at 1-1. Harris sets and he fires. And the ball is fouled off, bringing our count to 1-2. We are in the top of the 12th. Yankees up 12-2. We have one out in the inning. They're showing a replay of Escarra's home run yesterday. The second pitch is up and out of the strike zone to bring our count to 2-2. Harris sets and he fires. Escarra once again fouls the ball off. Actually, Peraza. He fouls it off, and it's still 2-2. Harris fires a curveball that is in for call, strike 3. There are 2 away. And Jason Dominguez is stepping up to the plate. He's had a good series. He's 2 for 4 on the day with 2 singles, 2 runs, and a walk. And the first pitch is up and out of the strike zone.
He's had one hell of a series.
Harris sets and he fires, and the Martian swings through that four-seam fastball for strike 1. Count is evened up at 1-1. And the pitch is a cutter that is inside, bringing the count to 2-1. Harris fires a changeup that catches the top inside corner of the strike zone to even our count at 2-2. Harris fires and Dominguez fouls the ball off. The count remains 2-2. Top of the ninth, nobody on, 2 outs, 2-2 count on Jason Dominguez. Harris sets and he fires. The ball is inside, called strike 3. Pitch was not a strike. However, I guess they're wanting to get out of here and get to their dinner dates.
Yep.
Get stuff taken care of and give the A's their opportunity to go 1, 2, 3 and sit the hell down, and we can go to Seattle to start our series there with the Mariners.
Yep.
Since we are in the middle of the 9th inning, for those of you that are out there listening to our stream and those that have left, want to extend our thanks for you supporting this channel and our play-by-play stream for today. Please hit those like buttons. Subscribe if you're not a subscribed member yet, and hang around for our post-game show. It's not going to be a long one. We appreciate your support. The fans make the channel happen, because without you, we'd just be talking to ourselves. So thank you. And hang on for just a little bit longer. We'll get this game put in the books, and then we'll do a review of what we saw today.
Yep. And we got to take our hats off to Mr. Bill, loving this lamp. He's absolutely, the lamp has done its trick. It's lit. The Yankees are winning. Can't ask for more than that. You have a great day. You have a great day. You have Mother's Day. You have the Yankees winning. What more? We're all here. We have our health. We're having fun. What better way to spend a Sunday? Yankees and chicken palm for Anthony Volpe and everyone there. And I hope everybody's enjoying a beautiful day. So Ken will take the bottom of the ninth, and here we go.
I see John Bigeldad has jumped into our stream. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Schumann is up to bat, and Tyler Matzek is making his second appearance for the series. He worked yesterday, and he fires a four-seam fastball just a little bit low for ball 1.
Yeah, I had a feeling they were going to bring him in.
Matzek sets, and he fires a slider that is also down low. Count is now 2-0. As you know, Joe, my personal freaking pet peeve is walking the leadoff hitter. Schumann is only
hitting. Runs up. Hey, Cole,
Matzek fires, and he catches the inside or outside corner for call, strike 1. Nice 92 or 94 mile an hour fastball.
Little comment from Cold Italian Pizza.
Matzek sets and fires, and Schumann fouls the ball down the third base line to bring our count even at 2-2.
What beautiful scenery.
Matzek sets, and he fires. The ball is once again fouled off by Schumann. And it looks like Ben Rice has been camped out behind the plate.
Yeah, that's 2 days in a row.
Yep. Matzek sets, and he fires, and the ball is bounced to the shortstop, Peraza. He fires across the diamond to the first baseman and records the out. Who took over at first? 25, because that's not Goldie.
Yeah, that's a scar.
Is that a scar? Okay.
Yep. Yes, it is.
And Johnny Pareda is coming up to bat. He's hitting 200 on the season. He's the backup catcher. He has no home runs, 1 RBI, and is hitting a 506 OPS. And Matzek fires. Parada swings and misses to bring the count to 0-1. Matzik fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Now the count is 0-2. We have one out in the bottom of the ninth, and the A's are in a deep hole. 10 runs down. Matzik sets, and he fires a slider just a little bit low. Brings the count to 1-2. Matzik sets and he fires, and the ball is lined sharply down third base, but it is foul. The count remains 1-2.
The last two outs are always the hardest.
Paradas in the box. Matzik sets, and he fires a fastball off the plate for ball 2. Matzik is probably auditioning to stay on this team because if he pitches like doo-doo this inning, he's probably gone when the first bullpen arm comes back.
Yep.
Matzik sets and he fires. Four-seam fastball that is inside, and the count is full. Had a little bit of go-go on it, 95 mile an hour. Parada is back in the box. Matzik sets and he fires. And a nice slider catches the top corner, and he is rung up for the second out of the inning. The A's are down to their final out, and Urias is stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the afternoon, and he has a walk in the seventh inning. Matzik sets and he fires. Freaking umpire did not call a legitimate 96 mile an hour strike on the inside corner. So the count is ball 1.
He's been consistent with that all day, Ken.
Matzik sets and he fires a slider that is out of the strike zone, but called strike 1. So now the count is 1-1. So just throw the shit up at eyeball level and you're going to get strikes called. Matzik sets and he fires, and the ball is fouled down the third base line. So the count is 1-2, and we are at our last strike. Matzik sets and he fires, and the ball is fouled once again. Come on, guy. Either hit it or don't hit it.
Wow, let's get this game. Don't you want to go and spend some time with Mama? Let's go. Enough already.
Maybe a little cat to lick that crap off his chin. Matzik sets and he fires, and the ball is lined up the middle for a single.
Gotta be kidding.
So Urias extends the game with a 2-out single off of Matzik, and we have J.J. Bleday coming up to bat. And we hear Aerosmith's Sweet Emotion playing in the background. Matzik sets, and he fires a slider up and in for ball 1. Matzik sets and he fires a sinker that Bleday swings over the top of, and the count evens up at 1-1. We have a runner at first with 2 outs, and the A's trailing the Yankees by a 10 spot. Matzik sets and he fires, and the ball is hit to right field. And Pablo Reyes is right there to catch it and put the ball away for the third out of the game. The Yankees win the game 12-2 and take the second game of the series and the series win. So now we get the hell out of Sacramento and head north to Seattle,
Washington, yes.
Interesting notes there that Yarborough got his first career win as a Yankee.
Yes, he did. And the big guns, Dominguez and Judge had, really wonderful days. So we're going to take a couple minute break, guys, and we will be back with the post game show. A lot to talk about in a little bit of time, and then you guys will go. Let's all go enjoy the rest of Mother's Day. We definitely did our job. The Yankees won. You guys kept us company. We really appreciate it. We will be back in less than 2 minutes. Hang in there, everyone. Don't go anywhere. Okay, everyone, welcome back to the post-game show. I hope you really enjoyed Ken and I's play-by-play. What's not to enjoy? Well, like everybody in the chat says, we bring them luck. We bring out the home runs and all of that. I can't thank you enough for staying for the whole almost 3 hours worth, and we really appreciate it. And again, can't thank you enough. Press the like button, notification. As you know, you never know. We could come on live at just about any time, especially if there's good breaking news with the Yankees that we need to talk about. That's solid. And then, of course, we rest up, and tomorrow morning we start it all over again with coffee and donuts and pancakes and Yankee talk on NY Yankee Mania. So to start us off, as far as a little recap, Ken, let's talk about the pitching, because that is important. That kept us of winning the game, and then we'll talk a little bit about the hitting. What did you think? What did you see from Yarborough that was different from the first time that he came in as a spot starter?
Well, I think that Yarborough is being stretched out to take Carrasco's spot as the fifth starter. Today, he was able to get us through 5 innings, had 64 pitches, up from the 52 I think he threw in the first game. Think that he'll probably cap out 75 pitches his next outing, hopefully getting us close to being in the 6th inning. He does not throw a ton of heat, which is different compared to most of our other pitchers. And he has a lot of movement on everything he throws. I mean, hell, he's only throwing an 86-mile-an-hour fastball, and people are not able to barrel it up.
No question.
Defense is key when he pitches, because you have to be able to feel those ground balls that he's given up. And the actual exit velocity on hits that people make contact with is only about 24.5 miles an hour, which is basically a dribbler.
Yes.
The bullpen came in. Yuri De Los Santos pitched 3 innings for us and did a fantastic job.
Yes,
Drew
he
up
did.
a blank slate, and I think that kid has a future with the Yankees. I'd like to see him stay up with the big club.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be a matter of the guy we saw there in excuse me in the ninth inning, De Los Santos, also. So going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be a little bit easier with the DJ LeMahieu. I wouldn't be a bit surprised, Ken, if the Yankees make an announcement, during the Boone presser or very, very close after the game that they have the DFL, the DFI, whatever, Mr. Reyes, and they're going to bring up as long as the reports and are flying colors with LeMahieu after today's game. It wouldn't surprise me. Not only is he coming up, but you may see him in the lineup tomorrow night. What do you think?
Personally, everybody's been really hard on DJ from last season. Honestly, he came up. He was hurt to begin the year. He was hurt during the season, and I believe he was hurt the entire season. DJ is a 2-time batting champion, and you just don't forget how to hit.
No, you just don't. No.
It's built-in muscle memory, and looking at what he's been doing down in the minor leagues on his rehabs, seems like he's found a little bit of pop back in his bat. I see that Michael Caputo has joined the stream, or at least spoken up. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here, brother.
Yes, thank you.
So we've been complaining about needing a right-handed bat, and we're getting limited productivity out of third base. If DJ comes up and can take some whacks, driving a few runs, welcome him back. If he doesn't perform at this level again, then I say the team DFAs and opens up a slot for somebody who needs to be up here.
Yeah. I mean, there's no question. I mean, obviously, you're paying the man $15 million this year, and if he's healthy, common sense will tell you that he deserves to be up here and just as much as anybody else. And he can't do anything worse with what we have on the bench. If he's half the man that he was, and just think of how we've improved the bench, guys. And I don't care, Michael's saying, I think DJ is washed at 37. Well, you know what? That's what they said about Paul G. And yes, Paul G didn't have the injuries, but you don't know. Listen, he did perform. He is performing in AAA. I know it's AAA pitching, but you got to give it a try. There's really why not? Why not? And you're giving the man $15 million. So let's try it. If it doesn't work, hey, we move on. We've had worse players than that. So, we'll take it. But I have a feeling that we're gonna have a short here tonight. I think there will be some movement in Yankee land. I really do.
Well, if DJ comes back for this upcoming series like we anticipate, Pablo Reyes has probably seen his last minute in a Yankee uniform. You were talking about when the bullpen arms start coming back. Personally, what I would do is I would send Ian Hamilton down. He doesn't seem to be able to locate the strike zone consistently when he comes in. And
yes,
my personal pet peeve is the walk, and that kid gives up a ton of them.
Yeah, no,
yes, he has incredible velocity, but he just can't get it near the strike zone.
Yeah, no, I 100% I agree with you. Spot on that one because I mean, obviously, he is wild. He's got a very good arm, and you don't know how that he stays healthy. That he's like one pitch away, and it's like Scott Efros. He's coming back. So let's see. I mean, is his days over with the Yankees, or do we possibly see him one more time and they give it the good fashioned try. We'll see how that goes.
You know, on paper, Efros looks fantastic, but the long and short is he hasn't spent but about a cup of coffee up in the majors with the Yankees. Every time he touches the ball, he seems to be injured. We got enough players that are injured all the time. I just assume take a pass on him.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Michael, let's get some thoughts here. Michael, I don't know if the Yankees are going to do anything at the deadline because they never do, but they need a third baseman, a second baseman, and a pitcher. Well, I agree with you with maybe with the third baseman, but who are you going to get and who's going to fit into that budget? That's number one. You may have it. You've got to give DJ LeMahieu at least 25 to 40 games to let us see what exactly we have. That's number one. Number two, the Yankees are not going to go that much over the. You have to remember, whatever player they add, if it's not from the minor leagues, if that player is making $10 million, that means because we're over the Cohen quote unquote threshold, we'll be paying triple the amount of money. So that's like $30 million for a rental player. I just don't see it. I mean, Steinbrenner's got to be in a very, very good giving mood at that point, Michael, but I don't see it. I know where you're coming from, and the pitcher's got to be Luis Gil, more than likely. Maybe a Clayton Beater or one of the other guys. But as far as the second baseman, I mean, they're not going to give up on Chaz. If there's a chance Chaz is going to come back, there's no way he's not going to play for this team. So I don't think we need a second baseman, but we do need to strengthen that bench. I mean, that bench, when we have all the players playing, it's terrible. It's really thin, and no other. I mean, I looked on every roster, and every team basically has a good bench. I mean, there's former batting titles people that are on the bench, and I'll name one right away, Jeff McNeil. He's still, he's gone downhill the last couple of years, but he's had injuries, and he's still a very, very, he could be very productive. I'd rather have a McNeil right now than what we have basically on the bench, guys. Until you tell me Giancarlo Stanton's healthy, then you're talking about, we are lucky that our starting players are doing pretty well, and our fourth outfielder is doing very well. And we're getting production now from Dominguez and Ben Rice, and there's a lot of things that have to fall in place. Little by little, they are. Ken, you agree with a lot of what I'm saying?
Well, I'm looking at Michael's notes, and first one, Nolan Arenado, solid defender, diminishing hitting skills, and a big salary. I would be the first to jump in line for Brendan Donovan. I've been advocating for Donovan to come to the Yankees for over 2 years now, and would love to see him out there and on the trade market. Not sure that the Cardinals are gonna wave the flag at him. Talking about the two pitchers, George Kirby, outstanding Mariner pitcher. Not sure that he's going to be available. And Luis Castillo, he presents a problem himself because he's got 4 years of control basically, and you're talking roughly about $25 million a year. Right. If you're going to invest that much money in Castillo, are we going to skip over any of the position players?
You're right.
Not going to win a World Series without Cole and Gill. Well, we're going to find that out here this year because we're definitely not going to have Cole back. Gill will be back, and hopefully we get him up to shape and he pitches back to form.
Yeah, no question. And as far as Donovan, I right now I don't see it. I mean, the Cardinals are on the heels of the Cubs. They're 1 game out of first. They've won 8 games in a row, and they're going to ride it. I'm sure they're going to ride it. and they do have a couple of players in the minors ready to come up. So I don't see the Cardinals. I mean, it's early. I mean, we know that, but I don't see the Cardinals pulling the plug on anything right now. And it's a good thing they didn't. I mean, look what they're doing. It's amazing. It's since that Mets series, they've just gone wild. And kudos to them. I mean, really, that franchise has always been Class A, and you don't want to see them down in the doldrums. They're a great organization run by great people, and you want to see you want to see that. The interesting, if you go across the board, has got to be the National League West with the Dodgers and the Padres and the Giants. They're so close together, and don't count out the Diamondbacks. I think whoever doesn't win there is going to get the wild card, in that division or whatever. So I think those teams are better than Milwaukee, Cincinnati, and even the Cardinals. So the Cardinals, I think, if they want to get in, they're going to have to overtake the Cubs. I mean, that's the only way I see them getting in, because that wild card's coming from the National League West.
Addressing some of the other comments Michael has made, Sandy Alcantara, he would come on a cheap contract, but he's pitching like crap. His ERA right now is an 8.41, and I understand he's recovering from Tommy John surgery. Right. He may end up doing it this season, but what we've seen thus far, I don't think that the Yankees are willing to trade for him. And honestly, the package that the Marlins are going to want for a guy that has 3 years of control is probably going to end up costing us Lombard Jr. or Spencer Jones, one of the two. Probably Arias and a lower ranked pitching prospect.
Yeah.
So that's a lot to give up for a guy who's thrown in the eights.
And again, whether you like it or not, look at his salary, and that'll tell you right off the bat, guys, if the Yankees are gonna, it's got to really fall on their lap, guys. It's got to say, the team's got to say, listen, take him, and it's just not going to happen. I mean, because it looks like all these teams are going to be bunched up, and they're all in the playoff hunt. I know it's only May, the middle of May here, but it just doesn't look it doesn't look like a lot of teams are going to be so great to want to get rid of these players unless it's a salary dump. DeGrom has recovered great from Tommy John, but Sandy hasn't. But the Rangers are not trading DeGrom. No, and I wouldn't take a chance on DeGrom either. It's another $20 million, which would cost the Yankees $60 million. It ain't happening, guys. It's not happening. As much as I would love it to, but it won't.
The other pitcher that Michael suggests is Freddie Peralta. He is definitely a quality starter, ace material. If the Brewers are going to stay in competition for postseason play, they do have another pitcher that's on the shelf that will be back shortly, Brandon Woodruff, who is a tier 1 style pitcher. So I think that they'll wait for his return to see what they have, and they may move him at the deadline.
Here's an interesting Logan Webb isn't getting traded. Zach Gallen, Paul Skeens, and Skibble. No, of course not. I mean, first of all, again, maybe Paul, because he's not making a lot of money, which he's going to get a bucket load soon. And Scoble, of course, the same thing. And Zach Gallen, I'm pretty sure, is making in the millions.
Gallen is a free agent at the end of the year.
Right.
If the Diamondbacks fall out of competition, they could look to move his contract for somebody to come up in the future. So he's a possibility. But the problem that we're going to run into is because the way that the trade deadline is set and the structure that we've opened up so many spots for postseason play, teams are not going to be out there freewheeling their players unless you're completely sandbagged like the Marlins per se or the White Sox.
Well,
what was the other team that fired their manager today? Bud Black,
Uh,
Rockies.
The Rockies, yeah. Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's being the fact that we're saying this, if you really think about it, the Yankees' real chance of getting another pitcher if needed, if let's see what Eel does and whatever else they get. I mean, let's face it, they will only be able to trade with the Rockies, the Pirates, the Marlins, and believe it or not, I don't think it'll happen, but could be with the Orioles, but they have no pitching. The White Sox and maybe the LA Angels. Everybody else is all they're all in the races, guys, and I don't think that's going to change. The parity is there. They're all stacked together. I don't see it. I don't see because every team, you got these wild cards. And every team is stacked right around each other. So, will there be movement in the trade deadline in July? I'm sure a little bit, yes. But I don't think it's going to be as crazy because if it's like it is now, every team is like 3 games, 2, 3 games, 4 games out. It's going to be very tough. And if they are going to give up, like Ken said, we're going to be giving up a boatload of people, and the Yankees should not do that because they have a lot of bumbling stars ready to fight in the next year or
Come here,
two.
little man.
Papa?
Yes.
Hey.
Come up here.
Papa?
So with everything, guys,
Sit there and wave.
hey, how you doing, little man? How you
Say
doing?
hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
The Yankees won today, so say yay.
Yay.
Yay!
All right.
Let's go Yankees. Did
Say
you get
let's go
Grandma
Yankees.
a hug?
Yes, I like going Yankees.
Yep, you like the Yankees. I know that.
We about to go inside.
You're about to go inside. All right, give me a kiss and let's
Well,
go.
enjoy. Have
Yeah.
a nice night, okay?
There you go.
Say bye.
Enjoy Grandma and Mommy and everyone.
No, you're about to go inside.
So-
I don't want to be.
So basically, Ken, I think 3.5 hours we've hit the limit here. It's time to go enjoy the families. And
But-
I want to thank everybody. Yeah, go ahead.
For those of you that are here, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to NY Yankees Mania. On my channel tomorrow for the Monday 1:15 time frame, I'm going to be doing a pre-series review or preview of the Mariners and the Yankees. So hop in for that. We'll do some number crunching and have an open panel after that, so folks can jump up and let's hear what they think. And we'll possibly do a little bit of talking about this A's series, going 2-1 on our road trip so far. My prediction was a 4-2 split heading back to the Bronx for the Subway Series. Tomorrow evening, roughly 9:35, I'm going to be doing the play-by-play stream for Game 1 of the Yankees versus the Mariners. And Joe has graciously agreed to hop on the stream with us there. So hopefully our luck continues and we rack up 12 to 15 runs and kick the crap out of the Mariners, which would be a beautiful day.
Yes. And I also want to throw in, Ken, that don't forget tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., as we've been doing, the all-new NY Yankee talk show. It's Coffee, Bagels, and Yankee Talk with me, Joe Mania. And people like Ken sometimes logs in. Jonathan, I know Jonathan is going away for a week, so I hope he has a great time. We also sometimes have Sean Browning. We also have NFE coming on, Jason from 161. So there's a lot to talk about. I love coming on in the morning with you guys to start the day, and that leads you right into Ken's ugly truth, and then to the ball game at hand, what we're all here for, and wanting the Yankees to win. So with that in mind, your final word, man, what is it?
Great win for the Yankees. Good to see us take a series on the West Coast because it's always been a pain in our butts. And let's go Yankees.
Yes, and a shout out to John the Beagle Dad. He said he liked it and he shared. And we really appreciate that. We hope that everybody will do that. And thank you for sharing a nice afternoon with us with the Yankees winning on Mommy's Day, on Mother's Day. One more time, happy Mother's Day to each and every one of your family, your wife, your mom, your grandmother, whoever it is. We love them all. They're very precious. God bless them all. God bless all of us, all of you. And as Ken would say, let's go Yankees. Good night, everyone. And we will see you at 8 a.m. with coffee and bagels. Good night.